Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Station podcast. Oh yes, we're back in. We are mostly on time, actually, 5 minutes after the fact. And I'm joined by my wonderful hosts, the two other pillars of the Game Station podcast. We almost went without having Dodger this week. However, turns out there was a miscommunication and you are indeed here.
I was gonna go to WonderCon, but
What is WonderCon,
podcast.
Anyway?
So much better than WonderCon.
It's garbage.
WonderCon is like the kid brother to Comic-Con.
Does it have
So-
less queuing? Because I heard the Comic-Con's got a lot of queuing.
You know, I've never been to Comic-Con, and I've never been to WonderCon. So this was gonna be like I would have had no way of telling if it was smaller or larger or more intense, less intense. But apparently people who want to have a booth at Comic-Con tend to need to be at WonderCon for a certain number of years before they're allowed to be at Comic-Con. It's like this
Interesting.
weird
pyramid
progression.
scheme
But
that
yeah.
they got going on.
So
That is
Game
the most
Station is
uninteresting
doing
thing I've ever heard.
coverage at WonderCon. Wow.
Speaking
guy.
of uninteresting things, welcome Jesse to the show.
I'm glad there's a progression. Thank you, brother from another mother. The milkman was very busy that day. He had a lot of rounds to make. I'm trying to be like Simon and get my.
Is that supposed to be
something
your
cool on my
dragon?
shoulder. It's my dragon.
That's a
You
pretty...
know why? Because it's 3 times as hot. It's 3 fire symbols. What's your dragon got?
Oh, damn.
In
Nothing.
their tongue, he was lamerkin.
Have you tried those?
Oh.
Eat one.
Oh, yeah, you can't do it yet.
Why
We're
don't we
not getting...
introduce our guest while I open this?
We're not on to one, the inappropriate product endorsement bit. We can't really do
Turkish
that.
I don't know.
Fiber.
Second he put it
Turkish
on his
Bieber?
shoulder.
Justin Bieber? Turkish Bieber? Turkish Bieber.
Bieber jerky.
I'm not even going to ask. Our special guest is the one and only Simon Honeydew Lane from the YOGCAST. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you. I'm amazed and so happy to be here. That looked like a tiny Jaffa cake that you're eating there, Jesse. My eyes are just instantly drawn towards it.
It's good. It's good because it's symbolism. I'm a smaller, pathetic version of you, right? You're the
don't
big
say
star, and I'm the one who everyone in the chat is like, "What the fuck is this loser doing on this show?" Replace him.
It's
That's
odd,
it.
actually. I've never
It's
really
symbolism.
noticed, but my God, you two look
Hey.
very similar. Holy
is-
hell.
Creepy seeing you guys.
Have you ever
next to
seen
each
us
other.
in the same room?
No. Oh, shit.
Ah.
Wow. A
Wait,
revelation.
whoa. As long as I'm the Batman, I'm cool with this. You can be Bruce Wayne. No, wait, you do have a better Batman. I'll never be better than you.
I would.
God damn it.
I don't even want to know where that came from, honestly. I think you're being encouraged by the dragon, and it's a bad influence on you.
So
So,
intense.
yeah,
Yeah, Simon
By
does
the
have a
way,
dragon.
these are actually fucking delicious. Turkish Bieber.
Turkish
Oh.
Bieber.
Delicious.
Are they
Swore
hot?
Total Biscuit.
This is
Jesse
okay.
Just said rude.
Yeah, we're allowed to do that on this
Good.
show. We are allowed to do
I'm
that.
giving up.
We're not a
I'm
kid-friendly
spitting,
show anymore.
Giving up.
Yeah,
This
we've
is
never.
gonna be my last episode. You'll replace me by the end of this anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. What the fuck do I care?
Nobody will really notice.
I'm gonna drink my
Uh,
drink.
We just bring.
Sobe. Give me
we
some,
bring
give me some
Simon
free
on.
drinks. I just spilled it all over my keyboard. I don't even care.
We just bring
Give me
Simon
some of
on.
these,
He does an
bastard.
American accent. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay, fairly.
Gee.
You are
Feel like
very
a-
St. Patrick's Day, though. Oh yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. Happy
Yay,
St.
and
Patrick's
so
Day,
forth.
everybody.
Yay.
The enthusiasm.
Saint Pat- He chased all of the snakes out of Ireland, apparently.
And onto your shoulder, it would seem.
That's what I hear. Aw.
I haven't been to
So
Ireland,
drag
but I
it,
hear that there's
stupid.
snakes there. So he obviously did a very good job.
Evidently, yeah. The stone also keeps tigers away. You haven't seen any tigers around here, have you? Absolutely not.
That's true.
Mm.
It's true. There's not many dinosaurs or aliens or Nazis or
Americans,
giant mechas
Americans.
in Ireland.
I have noticed there is a distinct lack of Nazis on the show, actually. Maybe we should remedy that for the purposes of equality.
Yeah,
Is
yeah, TB. Maybe we should remedy that. That
That
sounds
sounds
great.
like a great
We
idea.
need more.
Yep.
You know, we're missing more
New plan.
Nazis.
Can you imagine
Podcast
next week
going up.
Jesse comes on, he's wearing a full Nazi regalia, He's got the big flag in
worry.
the background with the swastika
I won't be
on.
here next week, so it's okay. Good luck with that, pal.
Yes, he'll break out his SS uniform.
At first I couldn't figure out what
why do I
Jesse was
have
doing, and
that?
then I realized he actually did spill stuff on his keyboard.
Yeah, I was knocking out the juice from my keyboard.
Knocking out the
I beg your
juice.
pardon.
That's what you call it.
Knocking out the juice.
Just,
There we go.
I'm sorry, are you the founder of
Oh.
Invisible Children all of a sudden? Topical!
Oh,
You need that.
no.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need that
I
on a
went
shirt
there.
now. I want to walk around the streets of LA with a shirt that says "Knocking out the juice." Get it done. Oh my
Wow.
God.
Yeah, yes, quite.
the juice.
Yeah, this is going well so far. I'm pretty happy with how it's going. We haven't even got into the awkward product endorsement segment of the show yet, but we will talk about
Plop.
video games
Plop.
eventually.
It's filled with shit.
Don't insult the plop. You'll lose your Swedish audience. That's a very bad idea.
I don't know if it's good though.
No, my Swedish audience, including such wonderful people as Hannah Carlson, Jerome Gander, and Christopher Johansson sent me.
That's pretty awesome.
So much.
Oh.
mind.
Yes, we're gonna. You are basically mandated by law to try the salt licorice plop very soon.
I'm eating Turkish fiber.
Yeah, eating Turkish Bieber. Yeah, that's
Did he say
Turkish fiber.
salt licorice plot?
yes, salt licorice
I don't
plop,
I've
Swedish
heard a more
candy.
disgusting combination of words.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? Those words, those
It
damn
says
words.
it's original, but three fires. I don't know what that means, but it tastes it tastes like you're eating just black licorice.
Right, okay, so I just
love
want to point
black
something out,
licorice.
right? Having been to Sweden on many occasions and tasted their definition of curry, their definition of spicy is not exactly there, honestly. It's not quite where it needs to be.
I think I figured it out. There's three flames because it burns going into your mouth, it burns in your stomach, and then it burns coming out your ass. So hence the three flames.
I can't wait
makes
for part
sense.
3. That's my favorite.
Are you going to do it live on the show?
If this
I
is
cer-
anything like last
really hope
episode
not.
where it took 5 hours to get done, yeah. Probably.
Do you have a chair now? I think that's perhaps the most important thing, Jesse. Are you on a box?
Actually,
You've been here
You
a week.
know- you
What have
know-
you been doing?
Not buying chairs, obviously.
Apparently.
you know those bins? You know those bins, the like plastic ones?
Oh, you're
right?
not.
I had stuff in one, and I was like, you can turn that upside down. That makes like a chair. And that's what I did. And it's worked ever
Why
since.
don't more people do that? It's amazing. Oh, I know why more
Right.
people don't do that. It's fucking stupid. That's why. It's better to go out and just buy a chair.
A fair point.
Buy
That's
a
been made.
chair,
Is that,
Jesse.
is that being talked down to by a guy with a fucking dragon on his shoulder? You know what? You're a fucking idiot. Like, thanks, Daenerys. Like,
Thanks, Daenerys.
you're welcome, Game of Thrones fans. That one was for you.
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
season 2. I want season 2
Mar-
so bad.
April 1.
I just have this feeling that Simon doesn't look quite as good naked, but I don't want proof of that. I'm okay with not knowing.
You don't know.
Wow.
You don't know that for sure.
No, I don't
did a
know
bit
that
off
for
cam.
sure. But you know what?
That's
I'm
me,
not a
man. That's
scientific
me.
person, so I don't need that kind of evidence. I can just go on faith. I can go on faith.
We did a podcast before with Christian Nan Hodor from
Mhm.
Game of Thrones, where we interviewed him.
He has a rather
And I
large
found-
wang.
Yeah.
it's aesthetic. It's not real. Shh. It's not real. So
My delusions.
Whoa,
But he-
whoa. Is anyone else wondering how you know this?
They
well,
they
you
interviewed
know,
him.
He interviewed him.
No.
Also-
So when a man comes on your show, you ask him about his wang size. You say, well, you know,
You have
a
seen the
penis.
series,
I'd like to
right,
see
Jesse?
that
You
thing."
have seen Game of Thrones, right?
I gotta be honest. I didn't. Oh, Game of Thrones. I thought you were talking about Simon. I didn't even know he did anything. I thought he was just an internet. I thought he was like he's like the what's that one whore who gets effed in the butt a lot by basketball players and has a reality show? I thought he was
Mother?
our version of her.
Kim Kardashian? What?
Kim Kardashian, there we go. I
Oh,
thought it was
that's
that whole- Oh my...
You are the
Isn't
most
this live?
respectful man.
Wow.
Yeah. Welcome to the Game Station podcast.
Welcome to the Game Station podcast.
God,
That's
right.
exactly what I
Video
was
games.
thinking.
Later on the show, we'll be discussing the news
I
as
have to
we
make
generally
everyone in your
do.
fans that's watching right now hate me.
Go away,
I'm
Jesse.
doing my
Go
job.
away. We're getting rid of him next show anyway, replaced by Simon and
Here,
Clone
what the fuck I
Simon.
care?
Uh,
It won't matter.
yes, news coming out later on in the show on a wide variety of different things. Giant Bomb is rejoining its former home. They're going back to CBS and GameSpot. We also had a bit of information about how the whole firing of Jeff Gerstmann went down.
Jesse is dying.
That's good. I'm
What's
cool
wrong
with
with
that.
him?
It's shit right now.
That's fine.
That's
That
good.
means he's not talking.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with this. What else have we got?
Candy is so fucking hot. Ow.
Wait a minute. I thought you'd eaten the candy before. Did you not?
It tastes like burning.
Oh, so you hadn't had any.
Maybe it's been poisoned. Maybe a fan of yours has poisoned you.
It sounds reasonable.
Now remember, this is just stage 1. There's 2 more stages to come. Have
I
some Sobe.
apologize.
Thank you,
I'm
Sweden.
so sorry.
You are bros. Ugh. Anyway, yes.
Oh, goodness.
There will not be the next-gen Xbox at E3, apparently. The rumors were false.
Oh.
And also, the Smithsonian has been featuring the art of video games. We're talking about that a little bit later on the show, because also I believe Dodger has played Journey, so we'll want to wax lyrical about that, as did I. So that's good.
Yes.
And also looking at some of the latest trailers, including Yakuza Dead Souls, Jet Set Radio HD, and more is in fact MechWarrior Online. Oh yes. It's looking pretty good. Then later on the show, we'll be rounding up the topics that our hosts have brought with them on a wide variety of different subjects, spotlighting a few Game Station videos, and then rounding off with some shameless promotion for our own channels. That is how it shall go, and it looks like Simon is getting in the St. Paddy's Day spirit already.
Irish
Preserve your
whiskey.
Simon.
It's because of Jesse. I don't think I can do this show 100% sober
I can relate.
for like 3
I
hours.
don't think I've been sober for a single
TV's
episode of
TV's drunk
Terraria.
every episode.
Yeah,
TV is
That's not
drunk
fair.
every episode.
Ooh.
it's not fair because we have a head start on you, so you need to remedy that immediately. There's actually vodka in that mug. It's
I
not
guess
coffee.
so.
Lies.
My goodness.
Lies and more lines. But we usually start the show, aside from the shameless product promotion, we need Jesse to eat the licorice plop later, but what I want to talk about is the games that we have been playing this week. So since we mentioned Journey, Dodger, why don't you start us off?
Journey is awesome. I'm currently playing it for the 4th time because I love it so much. It's really short,
Yeah,
but
about 90 minutes.
oh my gosh. It's like everything immersive and storytelling and emotional that I wanted out of Dear Esther is in Journey.
Yes.
It's like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And they reward you for continuing to play it.
Do they?
It's like,
How do they reward you? Can
yeah.
you tell
Well, I
us
mean,
without
like-
spoiling it?
Like you mentioned last time how you collect like things to make your scarf longer.
Yes.
And all of
yeah.
that and
Mhm.
fly. So for me, it was really good to play it once through specifically with, the storyline in mind.
Yeah.
And then play it again wanting to find as much as I could and like really travel out and try new things and try to find things. And every now and then, because of the multiplayer aspect of it, every now and then you'll find somebody else who's also looking for things. So you can like alert each other, be like, hey,
Yeah.
there's stuff over here. It's just so cool. And something that totally blows my mind is that, your character can only make those noises.
Yes.
And yet when you interact with other people in the game, they feel different. Like just the way
Yeah.
that they're playing the game feels different. So you'll run into somebody and be like, we're not really like gelling, I don't think. And and then you'll meet somebody else and you travel the rest of the way with them because you really like connect somehow. It's totally bizarre, but
yeah, it's in my opinion, it's because you can't see the person. The person in the game looks identical to your character, right? And you can't actually talk to the person either because there's no voice comm. So you naturally kind of get this impression in your mind of who this guy is. Like you prejudge them because you're a judgmental bastard, and as a result, you get this idea of who this person is. It's probably completely wrong. But you have to do that. You can't just think of this person as a clone of you, some anonymous guy or whatever. You've got to make up a story in your mind about them.
How do you
you wind up
communicate
considering
then?
them as
You barely do.
Hey!
you make like noises.
Navi.
Each person
Pretty
who's
much.
playing has their own like symbol, and then when you're playing, there's a button that you press that makes noises.
It makes a
and
tone,
depending on
yeah.
how long you hold it down, you make louder or louder noises. It's really cool. So you just, when you see something really neat, like you just like make little bloop, 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 bloop noises at each other. It's great. It sounds lame, but it's so cool.
I couldn't hear you.
It's mostly yeah. Each character kind of gets a different sort of tone as well, so you won't make the same noise as someone else. You'll even actually get a little symbol above your head. That's not the same either. But so that's pretty interesting.
So Dodger would be like blip, 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 and Jesse would be like brr, 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 like that.
Yes,
Highly
Accurate.
accurate. Yes,
Completely
just
accurate.
like that.
Yes.
that's exactly how Jesse would be.
And the more that each time you complete the journey, when you start a new game, there are new patterns on your cloak. So your
really?
cloak gets more and more patterned the more that you play the game.
Okay.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool. I ran into somebody whose cloak was like almost completely filled with patterns, and I was like, why do you get a cool cloak? That's not fair. And then I realized that your cloak changes
Did
every
he
time you
communicate that
play
with
it.
you?
Did you jealously beep
like,
at him?
"Is that
Is
right?"
that how it was?
Yeah, I'm just like, beep, beep, beep. And then just run off in the other direction crying. No, but it's a really cool game. I rarely get emotional playing games. I felt like Kurt Russell and Soldier just like playing the game in like single tear. I'm like, what is this? Why do I feel these emotions? It's a really, really cool game. I keep gesturing this way because it's currently on. It's just muted, so I'm like,
You're playing it right
over
at this
here is
moment.
so cool. It's
Yeah,
well,
Be
it's
honest.
it's on. Yeah, it's happening. I'm about halfway through it again, but I think anybody who has a PS3 or knows somebody with a PS3 should play it because it's doing the storytelling game as art thing right. It's really an amazing game, I think, and so quick to play. So that's my feelings on that.
Yeah, it is the premier cloth flying simulator. I don't know of any simulator of cloth flying that is better than Journey. That's my endorsement right there.
Mm-hmm.
They'll put that on the box.
Yeah, when they eventually make a box, it will actually be there. I'm pretty sure Frozen Synapse actually just did that for their demo. They quoted me on the music, which was kind of cool. I think.
Really?
I said something along the lines of best soundtrack since Deus Ex, and that's like TotalBiscuit, twat on YouTube. Yeah, that's what it.
Word for word.
Sounds about right, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like the second or third time I've been quoted in some trailer. It's quite funny. Dot Clock and the Toasted Sandwich of Time, I think was the first time that happened. That was interesting.
That's kind of awesome.
So it was like one of those things. It was like one of those trailers where they can't find anyone reputable to say anything.
Exactly.
So in the little name they stick at the very bottom that no one sees, it
Mhm.
says like the greatest game ever made, Phil Johnson of Topeka, Kansas.
Yeah.
Right? So that's kind of you.
That was interesting that that's actually on the Kickstarter for Wasteland 2 as well, which incidentally, by the way, has gone past 1.2 million in like 3 days for a hardcore RPG. Jesus. For a hardcore RPG that basically inspired the original Fallout, and most of the people giving money to this were probably too young to have even played it. And yet they did it anyway. That is so cool. It really is.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that.
I am too.
I want to know what they're going to do with it because like obviously it's not going to be anything like the original Wasteland, or I don't know if it was.
I mean, have any of you actually seen the original Wasteland? Have you seen footage of it and what it looks like?
I've watched gameplay of it. I've never played it though.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's very much a kind of turn-based game, but you've got this weird rapid scrolling kind of combat. You see the creature, like, in the corner. Bear in mind, this was, like, 1987, so it's pretty basic. And then you get the combat log kind of scrolls down as, like, you know, this person missed this, and so on and so forth. And then there's some interesting descriptions, like, Desert Rat explodes like a blood sausage, I think was one of them.
Oh my god.
So good.
Yeah. It
Sounds
was
great.
Yeah, that game actually got an unofficial PG-13 sticker because at that point there was no ratings for games, but it got that on there because of violent-sounding text. It actually got that on the box. So,
Wow.
Yes.
Full
It
Wow.
was
Mine's
a adventure
huge.
game of the year in '87, wasn't it?
I think so. It was the only adventure game that year,
87.
most likely. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, 87.
God.
I
Some
was.
intense stuff.
You two were probably Jesse and Simon. You were probably old
Not
enough
this
to
guy.
actually play.
Not this guy.
Oh, I was in like my master's degree program at Yale at the time. I was on my second child, and let's just say
Was
once
that what you
once
used to
start
sit on before
going down
you
the
got
bottle, the way
your
of the
plastic
bottle,
container,
Simon.
Jesse? You're on your second child. You know,
Yes.
sometime you should actually think about a chair.
Useful.
Indeed.
Buy
Nope.
a chair, mate. Buy
No.
a chair. They're not expensive. Buy a chair.
Simon
I
endorses
have
chairs.
I have two
I'll buy you a
chairs
chair.
coming
I'll buy you a
this week.
fucking chair. If you want a chair, I can buy you a chair.
Everyone
to buy you
on
a
the
chair?
internet holds him to that. All right, okay, I'm good with that.
Maybe
I'm
we need a
looking it up right
Kickstarter. Buy Jesse a chair.
now. Best chair ever.
I wonder what
I'm looking
the
up the best
$150
chair ever.
reward for that was. It's like you get to travel to my house and use the chair just as if it were your own. That would be the big endorsement.
Hey, half the
Milestone
fans know
now.
exactly where I'm at anyway. So
Apparently,
it's just
yeah.
a matter
Bunch of crazy ass
matter of,
scrolls.
okay, we're good. We're good.
Yep. Incidentally, I will
Alright,
also
I
be in Wasteland 2. I am going to be an NPC, a weapon, or location. I'm trying to figure out which.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm also
honestly,
going
that's why I do like.
to
why
mandate
do
you
I
down
manage
Weapon? You
killable.
that?
gotta be a weapon. Are you kidding me?
I could be a weapon. Yeah.
Obvious choice.
The
Mm.
total biscuit. You chuck a biscuit at a dude and it owns them. The end.
That would be the worst thing ever if I
Done.
was just a consumable.
launcher.
The total biscuit restores 10 HP. It's like,
Or
wow, that was
health.
money
no,
well spent.
it's total.
That would be
It's
great.
it's
Yeah.
infinite health and then you can chuck it at enemies and it sucks their health away. Much like you
Be like
suck the
Lembas
youth
bread.
out of Dodger.
Lembas bread doesn't suck the health of targets away. What the hell, Lord of the Rings, have you been reading?
If it's cursed,
Cursed Lembas bread.
cursed Lembas bread.
Okay.
Wrapped in poisonous leaves. No? It's possibility.
Brought by
I
the
told you there was a
King of
reason I didn't
Anmar.
trust salad. I told you, and that's it right there in a nutshell.
That's not water. That is vodka, by the way.
Pretty much.
That is vodka.
Yeah, I need it to dull the pain. But
Uh,
yeah, so Wasteland 2 doing
Simon-
really well. They said basically if they get 1.5 million, they can make the game of their dreams. And they'll also release it for Linux and Mac OS as well. So that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, you also Simon said he would buy me a chair. Simon, in the chat is a linked chair I'd like you to purchase for me. Thank you.
in the chat, which chat?
In the Skype
In the
chat,
Skype
there's
chat.
a linked chair. That is
What?
the
That doesn't
exact
look
one that I.
comfy.
It's
Embodied
$1,000.
chair.
It's $1,000 chair.
$1,000
It doesn't even
chair.
comfortable. When I sit on it, I'll feel like I'm sitting on 1,000 wasted dollars, wasted Simon dollars.
It doesn't even look like a super comfy chair, though.
Doesn't matter. That's what rich people sit on. That's
It's
what
like
rich-
something Captain Kirk.
I am
sits
sitting on a fucking box. Give me my chair. I'm not gonna be here next week. At least give me something. When they kick me off this shithole, at least give me a parting gift. That's it.
That's not a chair, that's the Iron Throne. That can't be comfortable.
Thank you.
God.
Whatever.
Even a fucking beanbag, mate. Just buy a beanbag.
Beanbags are amazing. I have a beanbag chair right over there.
Like
It's
$5, you can get a beanbag.
so good.
Better than a upside-down bin.
Really expensive.
Fucking hell.
Because I have to. I'm being I have two chairs that are being moved here. Why buy a third chair? A third computer desk chair? What would I use that for? That's just wasteful.
Sitting on
Wasteful.
just an idea.
What?
So, Jesse,
Talk about video games.
tell me about the video games that have been uncomfortably playing while sitting atop a box.
Yeah.
Every video game.
Oh, it's one of those, is it? Minecraft,
Yeah,
Skyrim,
no,
Star Wars, WoW, Deus Ex.
No. This week I have really been into like I've been looking up a lot of trailers. I've been doing less playing, more looking up of stuff I should be playing. And
Right.
I may or may not have started Fahrenheit, aka Indigo Prophecy.
Have you
There
started
may be
filming it
footage
more
of
to
that
the point?
on my computer right now, and it is
very cool.
epic.
Very cool.
Quite possibly the best game I've ever played in my entire life.
What did you do at this? I want to know what you because
I'm
this
not
game
giving
is
away anything.
this game is years old. You could spoil the first 5 minutes of the
I'm not
game.
giving away anything.
Oh
No.
What you?
No,
Then
nothing's
don't
being
talk
given
about
away.
it. Then don't talk about it because this
So you
is
kill a
like-
guy
And then
right
I
at the
started-
start, right? And you have to get out
He's not
and
violent.
because it looks like you've done it, and you have to get away with the murder, and you make a decision about how to get away with the murder. So what
Sons
did you
of
do
bitches.
then?
Anyway, so there's the new Silent Hill. I kill a dude in the shower.
Also, Shepard dies at the
Well,
end of
that
Mass
rapist
Effect,
shower, that's
and
fun.
Bruce Willis is a ghost.
Oh,
Bruce Willis is a ghost? That is
Yeah.
amazing.
Bruce Willis is a
Actor
reaper.
Bruce Willis is ghost.
Fine. Right now.
Oh,
Wow.
and so, yeah, so I've been watching a lot of trailers. That's, I think, where I was going before I stumbled into whatever the hell that was. Apparently, I've been looking at a lot of trailers, and I found one that I don't even think is for a game. I think it's just something that was at WonderCon, which I hear is a really awesome place. So anyone who missed out is a total fucking loser, right? So, basically, it's for like some company made something called Ruin, and it's like a 8-minute trailer for something. I don't know if it's like they're like, hey, look what we can do, but it's just about the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's like a post-apocalyptic. The cities are all covered with trees and stuff, and a dude is like rummaging through things to find. And it's just an animated sequence, but it's like one of the best I've seen in a long time. Like it puts a bunch of other things to shame. I think that was their like, hey, we exist. Maybe you should hire us for stuff, kind of thing. But it was really cool. So check it out. I found that, and then a bunch of other trailers. There's one we'll talk about later that's just about the best. It may take the place of Indigo Prophecy as the greatest game ever made. Ever.
Oh, wow.
But we'll get to that later.
Last week it was Final Fantasy
around,
VI. Now it's Indigo Prophecy. I don't trust your
Final
opinions
Fantasy VI
anymore.
is the greatest game. No, Final Fantasy VI is the greatest game. Indigo Prophecy is like its like stepchild, and then this other game we'll talk about is like the bastard son. It's like the Jon Snow. Wow, I am really into Game of Thrones
You're
today.
laying
It's
those
the
references
Jon
on, man.
Snow.
It's a good job everyone understands them.
of video games.
Yeah.
All right.
So basically,
Okay.
you played
Mhm.
nothing,
All right.
is what you're trying to say. You played nothing
Honestly-
other than one game which you refuse to talk about. You're great.
Well, I played other games, but you know, it's for work purposes. There was no real fun involved. It was like me doing my thing. G, that's my fist bump.
I can't wait until you get halfway through Indigo Prophecy when it basically goes completely batshit, and then you think it's
Oh,
the
with the
worst
spoil
game
it for
Satanism
ever
me.
made.
stuff in it.
Don't spoil it for me. Don't spoil it for me, Biscuit. I swear to God.
No, I don't want to spoil it because I want to hear the crushing disappointment in his voice when he finally gets that far.
You would. You would.
I don't know.
Once you
He's
show me
maybe the
the
kind of
clip
person
where
that would get away
giant
with it.
bugs. Once you show me the clip where giant bugs attack you for no reason, I'm sold. It doesn't matter what the game's about. When giant bugs appear, at that point, what does it matter?
Most
you're
people
in
hate
too
it
deep.
when
You have to-
giant bugs appear in their game, but, well...
Jesse's
mind.
into it.
Ah!
Nice slapping!
Them jokes coming.
Oh, yeah.
I like
This
those-
is a video
Hold
game.
on, it'll sink in, Simon. Give it a sec. It'll sink in. What do you mean?
My ears. Jesus.
You okay?
Now I remember why
Is
I don't
everyone
watch
alright?
your channel.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry.
It's just a natural
Okay.
instinct. You can't help it.
So okay.
Simon.
Dodge is giving up life. She's like,
What's
F it.
happened to Dodger?
I'm done.
Oh my god.
Where did
I've
your dragon
killed-
go?
A fair point.
How come no one noticed
Yeah.
that? Just now, no one noticed the dragon was gone.
Thank goodness. I was worried, concerned.
It's not the weirdest thing about
week,
Simon's camera.
I've been playing some computer games.
But how do you do that with no arms, Mr. Dragon?
This is great.
I have arms. Look, little arm here. I have a little arm. Hello! I am a dragon. Very pleased to see you. It's not very convincing. Also, I'm not terribly good at. Oh my god!
Don't call his bluff. This will happen.
Hello there, dragon. It's me. Now, Catbird. How are you? Why the dragon leave right now? No.
I should find this fun, but I just do. I don't know
It's
why.
puerile,
It's
is what it
impossible
is.
not to find
Goddamn
Catbird humor. Look at
Puerile.
my fur.
Wow.
It's so crazy. No.
Like, the only value Jesse has on this show is when we can't see his face.
Hey, Simon. I'm gonna put my rain on you. I'm gonna pee rain on you. That's a rain. It's cloud pee. It's cloud pee. It's true, dear friend. It's true.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My work here is done.
Everyone like face arming. We're all like, oh my
God.
wow.
Okay.
So what have you been playing, Simon?
Well, Mr. Biscuit, I've been playing a bit of the Diablo 3 beta again.
How are you finding
been
that
playing-
with all the changes? Because I know you guys went pretty batshit when you first got the beta and you did a lot of playing then. Are you feeling it's
Yeah.
any better?
It's pretty much the same content in the beta, just over and
Oh,
over
it's just the
and
first
over.
90 minutes, yeah. Yeah.
That I've been playing for about
But-
like, months.
Do you
But-
like the UI changes? That's what we were talking about last week. Is the
no,
UI
they
is
suck.
drastically changed.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Real talk.
It's simplified
Uh-oh.
and it's a set. It looks very console-y. It really does. It's
That's what we said.
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's pretty blatant. But hey, who cares? As long as the game stays cool, it's pretty good. I've gotten a lot of play out of it. It's pretty amazing. It's just satisfying. Just like blowing little mobs up into like
Loot
pools of blood.
explosions and stuff like that, yeah. Diablo's always been pretty good for that.
everywhere.
That's all it's
Oh.
about. Let's be honest. The only reason why you're playing is to blow guys up with like lightning bolts. Honestly.
Get loads of shiny loot that drops off of them.
So,
Shinies.
You played the hell out of this thing. What's your preferred class at the minute and why?
Probably barbarian, I think.
That's an
It's-
interesting
it's-
choice. Why is that?
Up close, it's visceral. You're smacking things in the face, chopping them up, whirling around, stomping about, leaping. It's cool. It's cool. The wizard's quite good when you get electrocute, and you have like it's like chain lightning with a shaman
Yeah.
basically, and that's a pretty damn cool ability because just everything just falls down dead with that one.
Yeah. I mean,
Been
when
playing
it-
some arcade as well.
okay.
A Korean MMO, which we had to play at the weekends, really, really early in the morning because it's.
Sorry, what was the
obviously
name of
over
it?
on-
I think you broke up on Skype.
Arcade.
Arcade. Okay.
Arcade.
Yeah, with an E between arch and age.
Right.
I don't know.
So what's
That's
the
the
what's the
Western-
deal with that game then? Why are you playing some Korean MMO? What's special about it?
It's special in that you can create your own sort of class. There's like 10 kind of classes that you can pick, and you choose 3 of them, and you have a combination of skills from those pool of 10, and you go out into the world, and there's the same boring sort of quests, you know, kill this, loot this, that you find in any MMO, but the difference is that you can get your friends together, gather a bunch of resources, you can plant things and have them grow on hillsides and
Okay.
and loot them and forage, and you gain all of these different materials, and then eventually you can build a boat, sail the boat, go off to an island in which there's no NPCs, nothing at all, and build a city. So that's pretty cool.
What?
That's
What?
kind of badass, actually.
I was
That's
gonna say
pretty
that
badass
sounds
thing.
kind of awesome.
And you can basically form your own faction.
Is this
of
island
that.
instanced, or can other people sail to the island?
It's just out there in the world, and anyone can go to it and
Really?
invade. And,
Oh.
yeah. We had a bit of an accident
No.
before in that
No.
we were trying to build a house, and we accidentally set fire to it and burnt it down. By pressing the wrong button.
Does that happen on your
Everything's in
watch?
Korean. Everything's in Korean. There's every description of all your abilities, all the quest text, every single thing in the game is all in Korean. So it's really difficult to know what you're doing.
Korean. I
So
feel.
it's very easy to accidentally burn your entire house down, I found.
That sounds similar to a game we know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I was about to
this
say.
is Deja vu.
Are we going to see footage
Right.
of that on the channel, or is that NDA'd?
We've got a couple of videos up about it now.
Okay.
We got in as foreign press. I don't think of myself as press still.
Yeah.
I should.
It's
We're
weird,
doing-
isn't it, going to the cons and having a press badge or whatever. It's like, what does this even mean? And I expect
The
to
amount
have
of coverage, publicity that we give computer games, I guess we are press. Just not print press.
I guess so. Yeah, print press is sort of irrelevant these days, sadly, but that's the way things go. People like
Does
to see
anyone
movie
else
pictures.
have an image of what's going on inside TV's brain right now? When Simon said there are islands and you can build faction bases on those islands, in my mind I hear TB building his fleets like he does, and he's sailing around and then in the background of that I hear shameful display.
Shameful
That's all I-
display! Incidentally, Fall of the Samurai is coming out very soon, and I am excited.
Yay!
Because we can have yet more shameful displays.
Shameful display.
By the way, I want to check if the guy got the. Oh no, he didn't. He lost to Mark Hamill. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Damn you, beloved voice actor and Star Wars hero. Ugh.
Yeah. So,
Shameful
Isn't
display.
he supposed to be
I should've
retiring?
won.
I thought
Well,
Hamill
who-
was retiring.
well, he hasn't
He'll
done so
never
yet,
retire.
clearly. But
Mark Hamill gotta eat.
this is kind of true. He does. He certainly hasn't retired yet. But whatever the case, there was a number of different awards, and we actually covered these last week. But for some inexplicable reason, the main voice actor and announcer from Total War 2 was nominated alongside people like Nolan North and Mark Hamill. As to why, we couldn't quite figure that one out, but sadly he did
His
end up
loss
losing.
was a shameful display.
A shameful display. It was.
Sorry, Simon. This is
One might say it could be
Watch the
a
podcast.
cutting blow.
Yeah.
Well,
Way over the
someone
head.
hasn't played Total War 2, but yeah, that is. It
So
is
that's all I
unfortunate.
imagine.
Yep, it is unfortunate, but he
TB sailing
lost.
the sea with his fleet.
Yep, I am so sorry,
Yes,
Togo
indeed.
Igawa. I feel somehow responsible for this.
You've elevated him to star status, if anything.
Yeah, Togo Igawa, the most unintentionally hilarious voice actor in the history of video games.
What about the guy
Oh,
from Anna who
racism.
talks about his donkeys?
Can't you see how heavily laden my donkeys are?
That guy.
Which Anno was that? It wasn't the latest one, I guess. It's like,
No.
in the
Well,
future,
no.
donkeys are a
I don't
precious
think there were any
resource.
underwater donkeys.
Yes, of course.
Submersible donkeys.
What?
Cybernetic
Yeah.
donkeys.
Sea donkeys. They're like seahorses, but donkeys. Sea donkeys. Oh!
I'm trying to imagine what
That's
this
the
would look
guild.
like.
Right,
Yeah, that's the
okay.
guild.
Adrian, that's some.
See what he's doing. Bob.
Oh!
That's what a sea
You
donkey
were
sounds
supposed to
like.
do the voice. I can't do this and the voice, you dick.
Sea Donkeys.
Help me out here, asshole!
Sea Donkeys
Welcome
are the
me.
latest DLC for Anno 2048.
I thought we were
That's-
brothers.
That's a fact.
I thought we were brothers.
There's been a bit of family
Single
betrayal right there.
masculine-
I guess I should probably talk about what I've been playing. What I've been doing.
Yeah. Do it.
I've played actually a lot of not so great games this week, including Bumbledore. Jesus God.
Oh no.
It-
How was that?
Well, to be
Tower
fair,
defense, is that what it is?
it's kind of like an Angry Birds alike.
The tower defense genre. Yeah.
Don't even start with a new take on the tower defense genre. It's like that's never the case. It's like a brand new spin on tower defense. No, it won't be. But a Bumbledore is weird because it's by the company that made Altitude, which is so good, incredibly fun, competitive, like 2D plane game where you fly around and blow other people's planes up. It's so good. But they then made Bumbledore, which is actually a mobile phone game, and it's free on Android, and it's really, really good.
Oh, it must be good then.
No, it
be
is
good.
actually.
It's
It's good in the sense of. In fact, I can show you right now if you so desire. It's good in the sense of it being kind of a casual game. As you can see, there appears to be wizarding going on right there. There you go.
Oh
I
my
can see
god.
Oh, there we go.
It is a bee
A
wizard.
wizard.
Look
Big.
at him.
Yes.
It must be good.
The
How can it
bubble.
not
That's
be
the
good?
bubble part.
Oh, it's loading.
Yes.
get it now.
There it is. But the point is
What have the bees done?
the bee didn't do anything.
Piss off
It's
the
the
other
other guys.
insects.
I don't know what he did. Honestly, but apparently there's some evil beetle sorcerer out to get him. So he uses magical powers to defend his castle, and it is
Why
very
are the
much kind of
beetles
angry.
evil?
It's very Angry Birds alike, yeah. So you've got various different spells, and you have a limited number of spells. So kind of like throwing the different birds in Angry Birds, but they're also moving towards you as well. So you've only got a limited time before they kill you. So you throw the spells, you try and like kill the most things with the least spells, and there's some creatures which like will bounce into other creatures to do like a chain combo and crap like that.
What are you killing if not green pigs in this game?
Insects, various different
Bugs.
kinds of insects. So like wasps and hornets and
Horrible things.
yeah, dung beetles, armored dung
Oh.
beetles, stuff
Oh.
like that. But for
Thanks,
some
spiders.
reason this ended up on Steam, and I have no idea why.
Oh,
It's an amazing
weird.
game by an amazing publisher.
There is no publisher. It's just Nimbly Games, but yes, I pointed out in the video that it was incredibly lazy because in the tutorial they still have the whole swipe the screen thing on the PC version.
No.
Yeah, which is
Wow.
like, wow, guys, really? Make it any more
Did you
blatant.
try and do it? Were you like,
Yeah, there's a hole in my monitor
Maybe you
right
missed out
now.
on a feature.
I don't have a touchscreen monitor. Maybe that game was just designed with touchscreen monitors in mind. Who knows? But
Maybe.
yes,
It's the future.
it's a fun little casual game with like 5,000 levels on the phone. I wouldn't play it on PC though; it's a waste of time. But no, I ended up playing that. And honestly, like this week, I've been playing a hell of a lot of Tribes. I've got this mission in my mind that I want to be pretty damn good at Tribes. So it's been my go-to game whenever I've had some free time. I've mostly been playing the Infiltrator class, who is an obnoxious twat. Think of how the Spy is in TF2. But think about this guy can
Okay.
also go at about 200 kilometers an hour, can throw grenades that stick to people and vehicles, which is quite fun, and is very, very good at blowing people up. So, yeah,
how do you ever shoot anyone in Tribes? Because everything seems to move around so quickly.
you have to
I
not
just don't-
suck, mostly. It's
Ah,
you've got to lead the
yeah.
target with pretty much everything.
Ah.
Like, yeah, that is the problem. There's very few weapons which are hit scan, so you'll see the projectile traveling. Like with the spin fuser weapons, you see the disc flying in that direction. You've really got to lead the target, and like the basic gameplay is usually about waiting for someone to come out of the air because you've all got jetpacks, right? But your jetpack takes energy, so you eventually will come down. You try and predict where that guy's going to land, and you send the disc in that direction so that when he lands, he ends up landing on top of the disc. And then he takes damage. That's the best way to deal with it. The really good players can shoot you out of the air, and they're freaking scary. But, yeah, most of the time you aim at the ground, and you make sure that it connects for as much damage as possible. There's a bit of, like, AoE, and obviously there's different kinds of weapons. Some use bullets, some use grenades, and so on and so forth. But that game just never gets dull for me, because it is so fast, and I'm so sick of
That makes sense.
slow shooters. I'm sick of Call of Duty and Battlefield and crap like that. I just want something where I get a fucking jetpack and I get to fly through the air like a boss. and ski.
He's crazy.
Yeah, and in the case of the infiltrator, be a colossal douchebag. As what I tend to do is I go down to the generator room of the other team, blow up the generator with sticky grenades, and then charge my cloaking device, and then cloak in the corner. And then usually what happens is a technician class will come in, he'll look around, it's like, alright, who did it? Is there anyone here?
Someone here?
But yeah, maybe he'll throw a couple of grenades
no.
around or spam his weapon. I usually put myself in a place where that doesn't happen. He'll eventually figure out, no one's here, and then he'll get to repairing, at which point I get out I go up just behind him, I have a perk that does extra damage on backstab, and then I just stab him and run away with his stuff. And it's incredibly satisfying, because they tend to be very dumb and fall for the same trick over and over again. So it's very cool to play. I'm also trying to play a heavy class, but I can't for the life of me find one that I like. It just seems to me that if you're going to play tribes, then being a really heavy, slow class isn't optimal. And How
many class options are there?
There's 9, and there's various customization options, like, say, the Pathfinder, who is the fastest class in the game. Depending on which pack you take, depends on the kind of your role. You can take the jump pack, which makes you very good at running away with flags. Yeah, if you want to be a flag capper, that's a good way to do it. But otherwise, you can take a different kind of pack, and maybe you can swap your grenades out and stuff. But there's 9 classes overall. But the 3 heavy classes, I can't find any fun with them. Just get annoyed. Like, some dick with a light spin fuser and lots of energy just will bounce around me, and like, I can't hit you. This is really irritating.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't master that. But Tribe's awesome, and it's now in open beta, so anyone can play. And it's got a release date of April, I believe. So you can just go play it.
Are you going to post a link to their site so you'll crash the fucking thing?
I think Tribes will probably stay alive through my links. It's done so before. But,
you don't know unless you try.
But our official TGS podcast fan site, tunagaming.com, probably won't.
Tunagaming.com.
Yeah, tunagaming.com.
Go there.
Tunagaming.com.
Tunagaming.com.
Indeed. The Baldur's Gate site didn't survive either. That was hilarious. Like, this sounds like a great idea, guys. Let's have our Baldur's Gate website count down to something. That surely will not end in disaster once it reaches 0. Yes, at 0 we get error 500 internal server crash. Apparently they still use the Apache web server. Who knew? But
oh my god.
Yeah, that didn't go well for them. I had to find out the news from some other source. But yeah, Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Apparently, they're redoing it. The same company that did MDK2 HD, which I haven't got around to playing yet. I'm kind of psyched because
that's the thing. A lot of these games you're quite interested in, and then they come out, and you'll think, actually, I'd rather play like this brand new game that's like has original content and new things in it, and new ways of playing a game, something with originality, and there's something different.
If I'm honest, I'd be okay with it because I didn't play Baldur's Gate. I played Icewind Dale. I played the first one of that, finished through completion, but for some reason, Baldur's Gate I never got the time to play it. So, to me, it's trying to play Baldur's Gate now and it's pretty basic looking, let's be honest. Trying to play Baldur's Gate now is awkward.
Rats in sewers at the start of the game.
Oh, God, yeah. I should just go play Bard's Tale again, where you actually put the rat in the cellar so that you can then kill it.
Best game ever.
Perfect game.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Which links quite nicely because Bard's Tale was it was made by the guy who made Wasteland, same guy. So Brian Fargo was responsible for that game. So it all comes full circle. It does indeed.
The more you know.
Which is a good chance for us to go to a break. When we come back, we'll be talking about the news and looking at some of the latest trailers. You're currently watching the Game Station podcast. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast featuring Cowhat. Welcome, Cowhat.
It's actually a goat.
Mr. Cowhat.
Oh, yes, it's actually your goat thing. Well, you hit the horns, so I had no idea.
Mr. Goat.
Well, I didn't want my horns on display for the world to see. I wanted a little bit of discretion.
Ah,
but
fair.
You're not going to display the horns in public. You're not going to go attack other people's cars.
This is the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen. Like, you're struggling.
It's not working.
Nailed it.
I'm not sure what the goal is.
Just leave it.
I'm glad you got
Just
there.
leave it.
Well done. Don't leave it.
The Game Station podcast.
Yeah, this will work well. Don't listen to Jesse. He gives bad advice. No.
What?
It's true.
What? No.
You're sitting on a plastic tub. I can't take you seriously. Oh, you can join the club. I wear a hat for that reason.
He convinced me over the break that we should that to check out the Korean MMO, and then he showed me the dance, and it was amazing.
There was a dance.
It's amazing.
Dance mode.
In arcade, there's a dance mode.
I would say go watch his videos. Go watch his videos.
There's a dance mode. Huh, interesting.
Brofist.
Dance mode.
Yeah.
A click of a button, you're in dance mode, and every time you move, you shuffle around dancing.
Every
You
day
can
I'm
move while
shuffling.
dancing. It's pretty much it. Yeah, you can move while dancing. Dancing.
Danceling.
Danceling.
Shuffling.
It's a word.
Shuffling is incorporated into
Here we
arcade.
go, a dancing, a dancing we go.
That's suitable for
Here
St.
we
Patrick's Day.
go, a dancing through the winter snow.
Just
Is
because
that
I
a
want to shut up
traditional
Jesse,
Irish-
can you eat the licorice plop now?
Actually, I don't know if you know.
yeah.
I started eating the normal plop. And
No,
it's freaking
you can't have
delicious, so
that. Take the licorice one.
Plop can't be that bad.
All right.
Let's do this. Dodge,
okay.
Dodge, get your
Let's
plop.
see how it
It's
goes.
salty licorice. Remember?
Dodge,
Don't
pull
warn
your plop out.
Licorice.
Let's do this.
Oh,
Everyone
we're doing
wants
it
to see
at the same
plop.
time. Okay.
Yes, we're doing it at the same time. How come no one sent
I
these
was
two
gonna just
knuckleheads
throw you
plop?
under the bus and let you do it without me, but that's okay.
Oh, what the fudge! Ew!
Eat it.
Ew, look what I
what?
opened mine up. I opened it, it's like goo. Like there's
Eat it.
It's like the Black Death is inside of this.
Eat
It's-
it.
I'm pretty
on.
sure I'm about
Eat the
to
plop.
get
Eat the plop.
Pepsi or something.
Eat the
Come on,
plop.
Come on.
Come on,
Stick it in your gob.
you can do this. I believe in you, man.
Ready?
Be
Eat the plop.
brave.
3, 2, 1, go. That was really good.
I guess you have to like swallowing salty things to enjoy this.
Wow.
Wow.
It just tastes like black licorice.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. It does.
TGS
Welcome
podcast,
back.
everyone. TGS podcast.
Yes.
For all your gaming news and views.
If you're listening to this but not watching, this is really fucking boring. Hold on, I can make it interactive.
Wow.
Classy.
Welcome back.
Salt licorice plop, as endorsed by Jesse Cox,
Plop.
right there. Yes, plop from Sweden, and apparently
Oh, fuck.
Turkish Bieber. Turkish Bieber is actually from Dutch land, the land of the
Not
Dutch.
Also,
Turkey?
apparently there's an ice cream.
Oh.
There's a
Somebody
what?
tweeted and said there is a Turkish Bieber ice cream.
Wow.
So you should get on that.
So it's curried or
Turkish
spiced?
Bieber.
I don't know, but he was having a heart attack when he was eating them earlier, so that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to gaming news, folks. So, the orders of the
Stuck
day.
in my mouth.
There are quite a
Yes.
few, so we can start with this. This is a weird one. I want to talk about this because this is flat out bizarre. And this is the story about the Neo Geo X handheld that has now been
yeah.
confirmed for release for the UK for 500 English pounds, which for
It's
the
worth it.
colonials
It's
amongst
worth
us
it.
is about 800 bucks.
No, that's like so much money.
Colonials.
What?
Yeah.
Why does that exist?
Why? Even for the price of like a normal handheld, that seems like an extreme amount of money.
You could get an
So-
iPhone for that. And
get an iPad
iPhone you
for
can
that.
make calls on and get games for like £1 or free. How much
But
are
it's
games
Neo
going to be on this
Geo
Neo
You can
Geo
get
handheld? Are you going to pay
and other games.
£40
you've
for
never
games
played.
on there?
It comes bundled with 20 games, including the following: Art
Oh.
of Fighting, Baseball Stars, Cyberlip, which sounds like something out of dating
Sucks.
sim, Fatal Fury Special, Football Frenzy, King of the Monsters, Last Resort, League Bowling, Magician Lord, Metal Slug, which is an awesome game. All
Oh,
credit
good.
to them.
Yes.
Mutation Nation,
Okay.
NARM 1975, Samurai Showdown, amazing game. Sengoku, Super Sidekicks, incredible game. The King of the Fighters 94, so we're bang up to date there.
Gex?
The Ultimate
Absolutely.
11, Top Players Golf, and World Heroes, which was that Street Fighter ripoff.
And Gex?
No, there's no Gex. No
Oh,
Gex.
that was like the only Neo Geo game I remember.
Was Gex
No.
on the Neo Geo? I have Gex for
I
the
think
Saturn,
so.
actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Wasn't it
Of
on
course
the
you
Neo
do.
Geo as well? Wasn't like the only thing that? No, am I insane? Whatever. It
I
doesn't
think
matter.
no, I think yeah.
Well, you
Might
are
be
insane,
a
yeah,
little
but-
crazy.
Yes, Blaze, the company
Happens with
behind
old
this,
age.
said the firm is excited to reignite the excitement of a classic
I was just
console
reading that.
in a more affordable manner. That's the best line.
No!
It's £500. This thing's got a 4.3-inch LCD screen, 2 gigs of onboard memory, an SD slot, an AV output, and quite frankly, better give me a damn blowjob.
Yeah.
And it
I don't
evidently
understand
does
why
not.
it's that much.
That's not in the press release. It doesn't say anything about blowjob capabilities.
No.
Like it's
Yeah.
at the bottom, like
Game
oh,
over,
Mr.
man.
I'm looking at
Game
the various I/O ports, and I'm thinking
Not
that's
like
not an
that.
option here. But the problem that I've got with it is that this thing is this obviously isn't. It's not an emulator. It's actual hardware, but we don't need that hardware. Like you can play Neo Geo games on your phone now.
Yeah.
Why would? And $500 is just
Why
absurd.
does it cost 500? Why does it cost 500? I don't.
It must have. It's got some niche thing to it, I guess. I mean, the Neo Geos were fairly powerful for their time, and also Neo Geo was. Those were very expensive, the Neo Geo consoles, but they also did some handhelds like the Neo Geo Pocket Color, which it was a bit pricey, but it wasn't ridiculous. I mean, it was way less than this thing.
I'm wondering if it's powered by some form of Acorn Archimedes death ray. I'm curious if that's the reason why it costs so much. Because
It's a possibility.
Let's be honest,
Probably. You've
it's a
nailed
possibility.
it. Just
Again,
now.
this is another. Simon's just like, what?
Yeah, he didn't see that one. It's like, in-jokes, always the best. In fact, no, never mind. In-jokes are the worst thing to ever happen to podcasts, by the way. So don't do
Yeah.
it.
Whatever.
No,
You have to watch
I'll
every
just
single one to
smile
be in on it.
politely.
hmm
Thank you. Thank you.
Although my smiling politely looks an awful lot like when I have wind.
When you have wind,
Wind.
is that
yeah.
is that the polite British term for farting, passing the gas, releasing, knocking the juice, whatever the hell we came up with earlier, knocking out the juice.
Oh my god, we got back
I think
to
that
that
was
again,
a reference to a very
Break
different
like
thing.
the wind. The fantastic album from the one and only Spinal Tap. This is true.
Stepping on ducks. That's another one.
Stepping on Ducks.
What?
What?
Spinal
Never heard
Tap
that in my
was
life.
pretty amazing. It goes up to 11. You see, right across the board. Why don't you just take 10 and make that louder? These go to 11. Best film ever made. This is Spinal Tap. Go watch it right now. Like, just stop watching the podcast. Don't do
Those
that.
movies that for some reason I've just
Oh,
never
wow!
seen.
Wow! Wow! Pause yourselves.
shit.
Pause your fucking selves right now. Speaking of films
God.
that you need to stop watching this podcast for, right fucking now, Leprechaun 1, 2, and 3, and the new Leprechaun movie are all on the Sci-Fi Channel
No.
right now. Just stop what you're doing.
All right, that's not
Go watch
remotely
the Leprechaun
important.
movie.
Let's continue.
Yes, it is. You missed
Oh
it.
my
You
God.
missed it. I was watching it earlier, and a guy points a gun at Leprechaun. Leprechaun goes, he goes,
Oh
he
god.
goes, let me give you a finger! And he sticks his middle finger in the gun, and the gun explodes, and the guy's head's like, ah! It's amazing.
Oh my god.
Thank
I
God.
haven't
What
watched
a
Sci-Fi
big man.
Channel in so long.
Take me shilling! There be a killing! Right? Let's begin some of that fine herb.
We're not going
We-
back to Leprechaun 3 in the hood, are we?
Jesse, we did this when we played Minecraft together. Do you not remember this?
Is he reusing jokes?
Yes!
He does
yes!
this.
And no, and this is the thing though. Fate has brought us together on the same day. The Leprechaun, all three of the first movies are on TV at the same
This is not
time.
Accident.
Luck of
This
the
is not a
Irish. This isn't.
There's a
This
greater
isn't
force at work here, Jesse. A greater force.
the Leprechaun. I know.
The
I know.
leprechaun. That little
He's like,
cheery-faced fucker.
You know, I'll take the Leprechaun instead of Jesse. Can we replace Jesse next week with the Leprechaun?
what the hell is that face?
Simon's face kills me. I can't do it, guys. It's not...
What the fuck is that face? You look like your head
I do
is
this.
going to explode.
I do this all the time. I really piss off Hannah because I'll be talking to her and then I'll just pull a face and I'll just keep the face for like 5 minutes.
Now that is creepy as fuck. Don't even... No, I'm not. I will not accept that.
Someone needs to
Actually,
put that on
Simon
Brian
is the
Brian
Leprechaun.
Peppers.
That's the
Simon
twist.
Lane in the same screen together.
TGS podcast number 6,
Amazing.
directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Simon is the leprechaun. There's the twist. There you go. The funny thing is, we don't know if Skype's actually frozen or if this is really him.
I'm seeing him wobble a little bit every now and then.
Oh, funnily enough, you're still more intelligible than Jesse Cox.
Jesse.
It's funny how that is, yeah.
I thought we were playing the make a face game. Go.
We're playing the shoot you in the face game. It's slightly different.
Holy shit.
Everyone's winner.
That's so mean.
We are in the hood. That's how it's going to be.
We are in the hood. Take me shilling, that'll be a killing.
Sure, to be sure.
Yes.
That's me doing an impression of Jesse doing an impression of the leprechaun.
Quite. Apparently this thing isn't.
Quite good. That's
by the
quite
going back to the subject that we were actually on, the Neo Geo X is apparently a limited edition form, which I guess is why it costs £1 million. But unfortunately, I really don't see the point in this damn thing. I mean, there's been a lot of releases lately of, so like, I think the Superboy is a good example. This portable SNES that you can actually plug cartridges in, which makes it somewhat less portable because the thing it ends up being a hell of enormous. But you can get things like portable Mega Drive or Genesis emulators, and they're kind of this big, and they've got pre-installed ROMs, and they're fairly cool. But then
they're pretty cheap.
Yes, exactly. Let me see, portable Mega Drive. Yeah, well, it may be legal, it may not be. I don't know if they're officially licensed, but I'm fairly sure Sega doesn't care at this stage because all of the games on there
they sell them
like,
in stores.
Yeah, they're like 2 decades old.
So
I can't even find it. They used to be on like play.com and things like that, but I'm pretty sure they're about 30 quid for those things. So I mean, obviously,
the kind of stuff that Ashton's reviews. Have you watched any of his
Yes,
videos?
I've watched a lot of Ashen's stuff, actually.
Yeah.
But in the case of... these are actually good. All the stuff that Ashen's reviews is from China and terrible. And
he's also done the Vita as well.
Has he?
Case in point.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what he did there. I actually really like my Vita. My Vita is pretty awesome. Admittedly, I only play PSP games on it, so I just bought a really expensive PSP. But, well, whatever.
Well done. Job there.
Yeah, sounds good. It's a case of waiting for the next round of games to come out. It's the launch lineup for the Vita wasn't bad. It's very limited in terms of its scope. It's like, do you like racing games and fighting games? Great. We've got nothing else for you.
yes.
Well, actually, we've got sports games. We've got like Virtua Tennis and golf. And apparently that golf game is like one of the best lineups. So I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's not bad. Anyway, this thing is coming out Q2 2012, £500. Very little appeal whatsoever, as far as I can tell. And I'm not really sure why they're even making it. That's my conclusion on it. It's really weird to make niche hardware like that. I can't see this making a huge amount of money.
Maybe they've got, like, some sort of big plan, like the producers, in order to, like, lose all of their money.
That they're doing fairly well thus far, by looks of it. Yeah, but producing a brand new handheld that can play games from about 20 years ago and costs £500, that sounds like a really good way to lose all your money. So I'm not really sure why they're doing it, but they are. So you will be able to purchase the most expensive handheld of all time for very, very soon. In fact, in Q2 2012. So I've yet to.
I don't understand why it has like 2 gigs of onboard memory and stuff like that. Do they think that that's what balances it out and makes it worth that much money?
2 whole gigabytes of onboard flash memory. Wow, that's impressive. I've got USB sticks that are more advanced than that, but it's got an SD card slot as well. And I don't know what their business model is here either. That's the weird thing, because it comes with 20 games on it. Are they just going to let you run ROMs, or are you actually going to have to buy these games? How is this going to work?
Right.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It's bizarre.
Welp, it's dumb.
Yes.
Official
yes, it is.
opinion. TGS podcast.
TGS podcast does not endorse the Neo Geo X.
Next topic.
It seems silly.
If they want to give me one, I will fully endorse the Neo Geo.
Yeah, he's pretty much a sellout for anything.
I am a sellout.
Yep.
Give me, please.
Speaking of selling out, Giant Bomb has rejoined the CBS network No, I'm not going to make that judgment because the Giant Bomb guys are amazing. But finally, it seems that they
Yeah.
have rejoined the parent company of GameSpot, which is, if people don't already know, Giant Bomb was actually a lot of old GameSpot. Like, all the really intelligent guys from GameSpot left to form a better company. And it was called Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
And now they're going to be rejoining CBS and the GameSpot network and so on and so forth. And finally, the story of Jeff Gerstmann being fired from GameSpot over the Kane and Lynch review has pretty much been explained in an extremely long video that you may or may not want to watch. But yeah, it was apparently it was because of a new inexperienced management team overreacting to what he calls publisher pushback, which apparently is something that happens all the time in game reviewing. When publishers get pissy that you don't give them the score they want. And the management team at the time freaked out and fired Jeff Gerstmann. And that's what happened. So there you go.
I felt really bad for him. But Giant Bomb is like awesome.
Uh-huh.
But it's I don't I guess the part of the story that I don't understand or that I haven't heard yet is why they came back together. Like, were they just
apparently,
bought out?
the owner of Whiskey Media basically put the whole company for sale, actually. So, I guess they,
Stacks.
Flip,
Shitload of money.
flip.
Yeah, there would have been a load of money involved.
but
That's kind of what.
It does
Spoiler
seem like
alert.
it would be kind of. I've been kind of worried about Giant Bomb for a long time because it seems like they've got this really good operation going, and the amount of funding they had, where was it coming from? Because some people subscribe. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a yearly subscriber to Giant Bomb. And a lot of people subscribe as well. But I don't even see that amount actually being enough, considering I see how many views their videos get on YouTube. And I feel really guilty, because if I'm totally honest, WTF is directly rips off their concept. Like, it completely, barefaced rips it off. Admittedly, it's not an original concept. It's play a game for the first time and talk about it. That's not original. But, like, their quick looks are so good. And you look at the views of, say, like, the Vessel video. They did a quick look of Vessel, which is a game that I also did. And the Vessel quick look got...
They have a great podcast too.
They do. They have an amazing podcast. And wow, I'm looking for their quick look, and there it is. 21,000 views. And my video got 335,000 views. And I'm like,
Oh,
you guys, this is not fair, because you guys are so much better than I am. And like their videos didn't get a lot of views. It's true, they are. Their videos didn't get a lot of views. They don't have a lot of on-site advertising, and it's like I was really worried for them because they're running a whole office full of stuff, and they've got crews going out to different locations. They're running a lot of equipment, editors. They've got like a beastie video editing setup for like a really high-level TriCaster setup. So if you've ever seen their live shows, they do all sorts of really cool stuff. And I'm like, how the hell are they making any money? That's what really scared me. So I'm actually
Probably
kind
have a bunch of investors behind them, and the investors put pressure on them to sell the company, which they did, and the investors have got their money back.
Well, I mean,
Probably what happened.
I mean, the owner of Whiskey Media sold the company, like the whole lot, and so that's what happened there. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm okay with them going back there. I mean, I don't see this as going to ruin their reputation and stuff like that. People think like, selling out and stuff like that. Well, no, they're not going to throw away the stuff that made them popular to begin with. You know, GameSpot are not idiots. And to be fair to GameSpot, they're actually one of the only major review sites that are fairly harsh when it comes to scoring. Like, their scoring system means that their points are, like, on average about 10% lower than everyone else's. So they actually appear kind of harsh, and publishers get really pissy about that. Because you'll see a game that gets, like, 95%, and then GameSpot gives it, like, a 7.5. I'm pretty sure they rated Amalur quite low, actually. What was the... I want to find that. I'm pretty sure they did, and I'm actually... That's kind of cool, because... Yeah, I lost a lot of respect for GameSpot after the whole Gerstmann firing thing, but over the last couple of years, they don't seem to have been anywhere near as bad. And they seem willing to actually go out on a limb for some stuff and not be too scared of what publishers are thinking, which is nice.
yeah. I think after everything that happened, they were worried about our
The
view of
backlash.
their integrity.
Yeah, they should be. They very much should be.
So
Which I think is one of
I
that's a
tend
strength.
to trust. Yeah, if somebody's reviewing something lower than everybody else, I tend to trust their critique. And also, rather than building me up, it makes me appreciate the game more when I actually play it, so that I'm not like, oh, that wasn't as good as everybody said it was.
Hmm.
I
It's
don't know.
not overhyped like so many
Yeah.
reviews
Yeah, I
overhype.
mean, I don't
I
read
propose a
reviews
show-
anymore, honestly. I don't know if you
I
guys
proposed
do.
a
Go.
show called TGS Reviews, where everything gets a 6. And that way Dodger is happy, and we always stay just
Every
below
single
everyone
game.
else.
Every publisher
Every
is
game
mad
is
at
a six.
TGS in a week. Yeah, that'll work out well.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want to do the opposite and give everything like 10 out of 10? Just do a series of videos in which you review a game, and it's like a 5-minute review, and you say this is the best fucking game I've ever played, and you give it 10 out of 10. And then
Every single
everyone will
time.
love it.
Like,
All the publishers
this
will be like,
game
oh
was
my
a
god,
waste
they
of my
love the
life.
game.
I spent
That gives
2
me-
10 out
weeks
of
playing
10.
this shitty game. 10 of 10.
This gives me a great idea for a series, actually, and one of you needs to steal this or something along those lines, which is where
Okay.
we give you really bad games and we challenge you to justify a 10 out of 10 score. And you have to come up with the most ridiculous logical fallacies. Like, find the only good part of the game and talk about, like, nothing but that, and then give it a 10 out of 10.
And just riff on it. for,
Exactly.
Let's
like,
do it now.
5 minutes.
Let's do it now. TotalBiscuit, Mass Effect 3, go.
I haven't played it because I am not a principle-less
Take a
whore.
stance, Simon.
So
on.
I boycotted the game. And I have not played it, so I can't tell you.
Can you pretend that you played it and that you loved it? And then they can take your quotes and put it on the box.
Okay, yeah, I can give you one. I can give you one for that. It's like,
Yeah.
the best experience, the most immersive RPG experience I've ever had has got to be Mass Effect 3's multiplayer playing the Krogan. As a result of the innovative and advanced camera technology, zooming in so close to the action, it gave me that feeling of being a Krogan. By showing me
How long
nothing
is this fucking
but
commercial?
armored
No, you
Krogan
can't
arse.
fit that quote on the fucking box, TV. It'll be like this
Fucking
tiny,
anyway.
tiny
That's why you
face. It'll
cut
be-
all the words
like-
out. It's like
It's
a master
all
chef
billboards back to back on
or a
TV.
masseuse.
Chef.
What-
You know, with the red hair and
Exactly.
boobs out. You can't just have fucking, wall of text by TotalBiscuit in like gold writing.
This is my strategy for getting them to go back to the proper sized boxes by having quotes that are too long to fit on a DVD case. It's genius.
3-piece of
Exactly. Yes.
Wow.
They could just do the ... after the best immersive right at the beginning of the quote. ...
Exactly.
Quote.
Immersive ... armored Krogan arse. 10 out of 10.
quote.
Tell me more about your immersive arse. That's yes. That needs to be done. I might even do one video on that basis, just because it would be kind of funny. In fact, I
I
think
would
that
enjoy it.
there's actual a real potential for a satire series that now everyone in the world has stolen the concept of. So there you go. I
I've
I've
really
already
should
made
have told.
3. While we've been sitting here, I've made 3. We'll be up tonight.
God.
True story.
Hmm.
Simon's busy sending off emails like, get it done. Minions, get it done tonight.
Make it so.
Yeah, the
My
YOGCAST
empty.
team is getting it done.
He's just like, and people are scurrying behind him, like trying to get it done.
Minions.
Not done.
Minions. Minions. There are no minions. I don't have any minions here. I've got that dragon. This
There
guy.
you go.
I don't think he's gonna be any good at making videos.
No, maybe not.
He needs the
He
help
can't really
in
use a
order to-
keyboard very effectively because he's only got these tiny little claws.
Like a T-Rex.
I'm using a computer. LOL. It's not really any good. Careful.
If it had a voice,
Useless.
it would be that.
Useless drag.
Yeah.
Freaking
The
dragons.
puppy voice, as I call it.
The puppy voice, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like WoW Krendor has 2 voices as well. He's got the dopey voice and the dopier voice. And they're both adorable. It's
Yeah, they
true.
both work really well.
It is
Yep.
true. You know it's true. That is not meant in hate. That is, I love the guy. That is.
It's okay. I'm well
affectionate.
aware of that.
It's affectionate.
Because when people say Jesse only has 2 voices, they mean it in the most bitter, angry, hateful way ever. So I'm used to hearing it too.
It's good. It's good.
Last episode ever.
Just do
You know
the
what cracks me
leprechaun
up
bit
is that
again.
in the chat, people keep saying, "What? Jesse's leaving? This is Jesse's last episode. Why is this Jesse's last
They
episode?"
actually believe
Love-
it. Yes.
I'm replacing
God.
him from now on.
Yeah, we're replacing
Could've-
Jesse with English Jesse.
Yep.
Everybody just loves you so much, Jesse.
No, I'm American. Simon, get it straight. Let's be honest. Let's be honest about the roles here. There's a pecking order. I have no illusions.
Wow. Are we above? Is English above America then in your pecking order?
Without question.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say we're like we're both here in a heart, and then Canada's somewhere here underneath us. Like we're Eiffel Towering over Canada, and then Australia's like way off screen down here.
Whoa.
Massive
That should do
unsubs.
that should.
Well,
That's
that's
now.
most of our audience dead. Congratulations, Jesse. Well done. Either that or they're just
Everyone in
unsubscribing
Australia's
to you.
asleep right now. What the hell? They don't.
This
they
is
aren't
funny,
watching.
you idiot! 100,000 people will watch this on the TGS chat. Unsubscribe OMFG Kata. It's like, that's going to be
It's like
happening.
9:30 in the morning in
Oh,
Australia.
They're waking up to
I'll
your
never get on the
racist
internet
hate.
again after this.
Your
It doesn't matter.
racist hate.
I'm not even gonna be on the internet anymore. This is my
Shut
last
down.
day on the
Close that
internet.
down.
Promise?
Channel's gone. I'm gonna go become a janitor at a high school. Dispense wisdom on young students.
Maybe we
That's
could do
it, that's
like a
my life.
Kickstarter to keep you off the internet. See how much we can raise.
Pay Jesse to fuck off.
$48 million. Largest Kickstarter.
And it would be the fastest growing Kickstarting effort, I can guarantee it.
Fastest growing
fast.
Kickstarter.
But
You should
back
get a
to
chair first.
back to the topic,
Throwing
yes.
that out there.
That Giant
Oh, yeah,
Bomb,
video
the guys who are
games.
more important than Jesse Cox are back with CBS and GameSpot now. Apparently, also, this is useful information for those of you who have a subscription with Giant Bomb. Apparently, that continues and it all gets migrated over, and you also get a free year of like GameSpot Total Access or whatever, which seems like it might be
that's
kind of
cool.
cool. Yeah, it's not too bad. Funnily enough, I subscribed to IGN Prime. I thought that seemed like a good idea, and it turns out it kind of was. Like, IGN Prime...
Really?
Yeah!
Get out of that.
Like, the first thing, I got 15% off from Gamersgate for life. For life. It applies to everything. Flat out. Like, I already
Oh,
bought
God,
quite a lot
that
from
is-
them to begin with.
Right,
So it's like,
yeah.
holy crap, 15% off for life? That's insane. Not only that, but like,
Crazy.
at the moment, you can download about... quite a few. There's about 10 free games. Like Crusader Kings Complete, Hacker Revolution, No Time to Explain, which is hilarious, Cube, Choplifter HD, Hacker Revolution, which is bad, Crater, which it's a sneak peek of a new game coming out from Fat Shark, Dawn of Fantasy, and King Arthur. And also you get a bunch of pro player coaching videos. Turns out there are pro players for Uncharted
Whoa.
3 multiplayer. I had no idea about that.
Pro player, what was it?
Pro player coaching videos, like a bunch of StarCraft.
Coaching video.
Yeah, it's a bunch of StarCraft videos, a bunch of Halo, a bunch of Call of Duty ones, and stuff like that. There's even like game
Wow.
design videos,
Start making
digital
those.
modeling 201, character design, and stuff like that. It's like this is actually quite impressive, and it's like, hey, that's kind of neat. Also, apparently, you can get into the playable sneak peek for Raiders, which is looking quite interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, that is actually looking kind of cool. It's an MMO it seems like Monster Hunter the MMO, essentially.
Ah,
It's all about killing big monsters. That's like the whole point of
and
the
then
game.
wearing them. Yeah.
Yes, and then wearing them as a hat. That's what Monster Hunter is, right there.
I
Yeah.
like
So
it.
you've killed
Done.
a cow, is what? Or
Exactly,
goat.
yeah.
Simon's killed a goat and he wears it as a hat.
Simon's-
We've learned so
Simon
much
killed a goat.
today.
That's exactly how it went. That is how it went. Without question.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you know what I
Look.
fucking got here? Hang on.
Hanging
This
on.
This is gonna be terrible.
Well, that was painful.
How
Thanks
much
for that.
is IGN Prime?
Worth it.
Just out of curiosity.
It's not a lot. Oh god. It's Raiders is
Yep,
playing stuff at
there
me.
it is. Yep.
How? Why do you have that?
I am not going to ask. I am not going to ask. Some things are
Yep,
best
yes,
kept.
yes.
Do the rest of the
Perfect.
podcast
Yes.
like that. F it. It does. It works great.
Oh.
It's wonderful.
It's
It works wonderful.
Muffles your voice a
It's
bit.
perfect.
Smidge.
Hello?
Smidge.
Man.
How's it going?
Here. Clear as day.
congratulations. You're in a submarine.
Wow.
Suddenly, the conversation died. I can't imagine why. Suddenly, Simon's dying because he's suffocating in the mask. Can't get it off his head.
Yay, victory!
Congratulations.
I thought we were gonna watch a man die. I was so excited.
The ratings!
gonna
Think
watch a
of the
man die.
ratings! Oh,
I know, right?
that would be wonderful.
Hi,
could've
sorry.
been
No problem. It's all good.
Sorry, it went off on a tangent. That wasn't really to do with video games.
Not exactly.
It was great.
But yes, we've spoken about a wide variety of different things, including nothing at all. But
Yeah.
yeah, IGN Prime, as to how much it is, that's a good question. It's not a huge amount. Usually I wouldn't endorse anything by IGN, but then again, they have a really cool esports department, and IGN Prime's actually kind of neat. So I guess that's not too shabby, but you may want to check that out.
Deserved shout out. Might as
Yeah.
well shout him out.
You know, exactly. You know, it's always bad to be biased against people. It's like, yeah, if they've had a bad run, fine, but IGN Prime actually seems kind of good. It seems to have a lot available. I think it's something like $7 a month or something, which not a huge amount, but if that's at a guess anyway. I can't quite remember because it won't show me, but I'm sure you can Google it and check it out if you so desire. But there's a bunch of free games, and they seem to get quite a lot of beta access to stuff like Raiders, for instance. So it might be worth having a look at. Anyway, yes, congratulations to Giant Bomb for actually, hopefully, finding some stability. Because, again, I was really scared that they might end up shutting down, even though there was no hint of that happening. But here's hoping also that they don't get unduly influenced. But I think maybe GameSpot has gotten past that point. I'm hoping that's the case. So let's see if they manage to pull off anything good. And Giant Bomb, their website hasn't changed at all and is still as awesome as ever. And still has that massive database of every game in the world. There's also a quick look of Binary Domain up there right now, which, judging by the thumbnail, is going to be hilarious. So I do want to go watch that. They're all checking the thumbnail now. Look at the thumbnail. Is that not rather amusing?
What is it? What kind of game is it?
Binary
What is
Domain?
this?
It's an FPS. Apparently it's quite good, but it is on console, so I don't really care so much.
A console
stop looking at
FPS.
that.
That's just like...
What is that? What is that? Anyway, I think it's probably time we move on to trailers. We've got 3 trailers this week to look at. And if you were listening live, you would have heard in the music break that we had some music from this particular game. Jet Set Radio is coming back in an HD form. Yeah. It's even going to be on PC, which is quite surprising. So that's kind of cool.
So excited.
We have a trailer,
So excited.
so let's watch it.
Sega.
There you go, folks. Jet Set Radio HD. The first thing that struck me about that was it doesn't look any different. It's like, is that HD?
It looks exactly the same.
There's got very extreme cel-shaded graphics in that game, so I don't see how HDifying it would actually help in any respect.
It looks
I
like
don't
a
either.
Gorillaz...
Maybe they...
Yeah, it kind of does.
What?
It looks like a Gorillaz music video. I would tend to agree with that.
Oh.
But Jet Set Radio, I'm trying to remember, was Jet Set Radio out before the Gorillaz were around? I'm trying to think of the first Gorillaz song.
yeah.
I think it was.
CS1? Yeah.
It was Dreamcast. It was on Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
Jet Set Radio Future was around Gorillaz.
Yeah, that was
Time,
Xbox.
Was there one for
Yeah.
PlayStation 1, or
No.
is it all my consoles just blending together?
They're
Whatever.
all
Fuck
blended.
it.
They're all blended. Jet Set Radio was
I'm not going to be on the internet for long. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Jet Set Radio was a Sega game, and it was on the Dreamcast. They, according to this, they released it on Game Boy Advance. Really?
Really?
What?
When?
What?
Jet Set Radio Game Boy Advance? Oh. Weird. I didn't know this existed. So, apparently there was a version of Jet Set Radio for Game Boy Advance in 2003, created by the company Vicarious Visions, who were responsible for the development of Tony Hawk Pro Skater on Game Boy Advance. And it was kind of isometric, quite like the Tony Hawk games. That and the music was reduced to 45-second samples because of the limits of it. But apparently
It just
Awesome.
looped.
yeah, but the levels were very similar. I had no idea. But also, my God,
neither.
Vicarious Visions have made the most GBA games ever. I've just gone to their Wikipedia page. They've been making games for a long time, like since 1996. But they've made so many Game Boy games, and they're still around, by the way. They actually made the 3DS version of Skylanders, and also Guitar
Really?
Hero on the Wii. But look at the number of Game Boy Advance games they made. It's insane, and they all look awful. Good God, they've made a lot of terrible looking games. Power Rangers Time Force, Kelly Club's Clubhouse Fun. They made a lot of
Wow.
Brother Bear by Disney. There's a video game version of Brother Bear where one assumes that Brother Bear goes psycho and murders the population of a small town or something like that.
I should hope so. Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
that's exactly how it is.
I would play that.
And then, weirdly enough, they ported Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast to the Game Boy. The GameCube, sorry. It's like GameCube and Xbox. What do these guys not do? Christ. These guys are...
Make money?
I just
Well, they must make a ton of money. Are you kidding? VV has accounted for $2.5 billion in retail sales and 40 million units of software.
Make it rain, Simon.
How do I not know who these guys
No,
are?
make it rain. That is not...
It's unbelievable.
making it rain right now.
That's Wiki Wiki Wild Wild West. That's not making it rain.
Making
Kikiwa.
it rain.
Wow,
Here we go.
Wow, wow,
What's
West.
happening?
Jim West, Desperado.
I'm glad I
Rough
found
Rider.
someone who's
No,
whiter
I know
than
that
me.
whole damn song, by the way.
Yeah, it's probably best that you don't remind us of that. But yeah, Vicarious
That
Visions.
excellent film.
I had no idea. I'm gonna have to get it for my phone. I'll get my Game Boy Advance emulator on my phone and I'll play Jet Set Radio, and it'll be horribly disappointing. Probably not.
Okay, so on the subject of
calling the police.
Jet Set Radio. Oh God.
It's a man I know from the internet, and he's playing computer games, and I don't think he bought them on the
Oh,
format
no.
in which he's playing them. Although he probably has bought them on other things.
I own 2 copies of Jet
Snitch
Set
them.
Radio. My conscience is clear.
Back to the
Apparently-
whiskey. Whiskey and vodka.
Apparently, like for the music for the HD version, they're only able to get the rights to have half of the original songs.
That is
So the
really
other half-
disappointing.
I know, it's so disappointing, but they never planned ahead. They didn't think they were going to re-release it. So now that they were like, oh, we got to scramble and try to get the rights for all these songs.
And then they're
but
like,
they can only
well,
get about
no.
half of.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah,
But
that's
hopefully-
so sad.
Yeah, but I really hope that they're able to get songs that still fit within that world
Mhm.
and,
Black Eyed
sound like
Peas and
student.
Nicki Minaj.
Black Eyed Peas. All Black Eyed
Yeah,
Peas
okay.
would be great.
I would.
Saturdays.
I-
Saturdays, don't you, TotalBiscuit? You like the Saturdays.
I think that would be the thing which would break me. Like, I would have to go on some kind of rampage just to
Black
get
Eyed
that out of
Peas.
my system.
Everybody, everybody.
Black Eyed Peas
get
did
to
officially
it,
make
to
the
it.
most boring song
Get
ever written.
retarded.
It was just the same thing for 4 minutes.
Let's get retarded.
You don't need any help with that, trust me.
Let's get retarded. Greatest song written ever.
Appalling.
I'm not sure I
Stand
value the
back.
opinion of a man who's sitting on a bin.
Funnily enough, that is true.
It goes with the theme of the song.
I'm trying to fix my camera that has inexplicably decided to...
Let's get retarded.
Funnily enough, my camera's trying to get as far away from Jesse as possible. I can't imagine why that
It's
is.
okay, don't worry. So is the internet.
Yes.
It's just a matter of time.
Skype is getting
I won't be here
retarded in
much
here
longer.
as it happens.
Skype's fine on my end. I don't know.
No, it's fine. I could probably fix it, but then Skype is going to change itself around, and then it's not going to work anymore, and I'm going to be very, very upset about the whole affair. I can just see how it's going to be.
While you fix your camera, I would like to apologize to the great nations of Canada and Australia. My two favorite places on Earth.
Too late. It's
Apparently,
too late, Jesse.
they are all awake and watching and know that I love you. I've never anything I might have said bad about you. I meant only in an affectionate way, like when you're with friends and you say like, "What's up, loser?" and he's like, "Not much, playing PS1," right? I'm the loser in that scenario for making fun of the great nations of Canada and Australia.
So how many subs
hear
did you
that noise?
lose, Jesse?
Got it. At this point, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Last day on the internet, right? So who cares?
Last day on the internet. Last day on the. I'm trying to make amends. I'm trying to get good karma before I become a janitor working at the local high school, dispensing advice to young teens. Stay up those drugs, Kelly. Hey, champ. Don't have premarital sex. That's a bad thing. Hey there, Lou. You study for that economics examination?
That economics.
Good thing you did, because you want to go to college. That'd be a very good role model for the young kids.
Indeed, you would. The camera is
Absolutely.
frozen for a reason. Why
I-
I have to try and fix mine.
I like how Simon just staring, like his mind is like, what a fucking moron.
Yeah, and that's Simon thinking
I
that,
just-
so that says a lot.
I'm sort of picturing Jesse, and he's in his like little closet, and there's a bunch of kids there. They're all
they're
smoking
fun.
weed, passing joints around, and Jesse's like dispensing advice from his comfortable seat, which is a bin, of course, sat on the bin,
So like I was
saying,
saying,
Be cool. Stay in school, man.
you gotta stay in school, bro. I'm telling you, man. By the way, I don't know what that was. It was a cigarette. Was a cigarette or fag for all people across the pond.
We really can't say Actually, we can, and we can educate the Americans on the subject that fag means cigarette in the UK. So that is
Yes,
that is it.
so we were in
We
the
having a
lift,
fag.
which is UK for closet. We were in the lift, and
Wait,
we had a
what?
torch on, which means fire stick.
Wait.
So we had a
No.
and then we were eating fish and chips, which is paint. We were eating fish and chips and bathing in shepherd's pie, which is a warm bath. The more you know. Thank you, world.
I just know so many new things now.
Idiot.
Blood
So many
sausage is
accurate-
British for penis.
"Wow, just
Yep.
wow."
Idiot. Alright.
I'm gonna go look at the comments right now because I want to see how many people I've really pissed off.
Good idea.
Continue talking.
Jet
Go
Set
for it,
Radio
do it.
HD will be available on Xbox Live Arcade, PlayStation Network, and Microsoft Windows through Steam. It's going to have widescreen HD graphics, apparently. Admittedly, you probably won't see the difference because it's very cel-shaded. Online leaderboards, a new camera system as well, which will hopefully make things a little bit better. Unfortunately, it will be lacking half the soundtrack. So I will be playing it with my Winamp open with the actual soundtrack in there. And
I think that's a smart idea.
I think they'll probably end up losing some of the tracks I really like the two David Soul tracks, which are Yappy Feet and Miller Ball Breakers, which is an interesting name. But that was the one that you heard in the break, and it's so damn awesome. So, really, really good. But
It is depressing not to have some of those songs.
very much so, very much so. We're going to move on to another trailer that we've got to have a look at, and this one is a little
Is this
bit...
my favorite one?
Yes, it is. This is the one that... This is for Yakuza Dead Souls, and this is
Oh God.
rather odd. Let's take a look.
Sega.
Best trailer you've seen in at least 5 minutes.
What the Christ?
I just want to point out for the record, no one could see Simon's face the entire time that was going on, but it was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. His look of like, who? Was amazing. It was like, who? It was so funny. Seriously, that trailer is amazing, because at the beginning, I swear to God, like, I wrote down my initial reactions to it, just because at the beginning when the guy's like talking the phone, he breaks it, I was like, oh shit, right? And then when the guy's singing karaoke, I did a sign like, who? Right? And then when there's zombies, I'm like, well, fuck it, I need to buy this game. Greatest game ever.
It sadly doesn't
At that
have that
point, it was
great
gone.
reviews, but I have a feeling it might be good anyway. Funny enough, like
Whatever.
Yakuza's been a pretty cool series. Like Yakuza's been going on. I think Yakuza 4 was the last one, and
Yeah.
then they decided, you know where the series really needs to go? Zombies.
Just like every franchise. Question mark, exclamation point.
Eventually, well, it's either zombies or racing. That's where the franchises go to die, quite literally.
Go-kart Yakuza! Done. Make it. Do it now.
Yakuza
Go-kart.
Extreme Racing.
Zombie.
Zombie Extreme Racing. Yeah, just
Throw zombie heads at people.
mash them all together.
Oh my god.
You leak your blood out on a track to make them spin out. Yes. Greatest game ever.
Sign me the
brilliant.
hell up.
Oh my god.
Instead of
I
the
wanna put out for the record,
bananas
though.
from Mario Kart, you have like limbs that have fallen off that you just skid
Yes.
on.
Yes. Banana-like limbs you throw at enemies. So anyway, I was watching this trailer, and I'm telling you, at the beginning, it's, I was like, okay, this is, it's kind of cheesy, broken phone, like, he's so mad. And then the minute it hit karaoke, I was immediately sold, like, this is great, this is terrific, this is hilarious. And then they're like, oh, and guess what? We got zombies, bitches. I was like, what? Sold. This game could be the worst game ever made. 10 of 10. There's our first review. 10 of 10. Put that on, put that on your box. Put that on your box. This game could be the worst game ever made. 10 of 10.
And also, zombies bitches.
Zombies bitches, Jesse Cox. Professional idiot.
American Simon.
Yeah, the overall impression of this game apparently is that if you aren't already a fan of the Yakuza series, this is an awful introduction. Quote from Cheat Code Central, a rather awful introduction to the Yakuza franchise. So this seems like the absolute worst game to buy if you want to get into Yakuza.
Cheat Code Central.
10 of 10.
I can
Yakuza
picture
is the
the
one
staff
that-
of Cheat Code Central all are sitting on bins. Like this.
He's
Something
so
like that.
angry.
That is
Why don't
kinda
we buy
funny.
chairs?
How have they still got jobs? There are no cheat codes anymore. They took them all away and sold them as DLC.
Oh no.
Can you imagine it's
Yeah.
them in a room full of bins to sit on and a game genie in the center of the room? They're like, why don't you work anymore?
Game genies, I haven't thought about those in forever.
And I never wish to again. Alright,
Were
so
you in
Fine.
Game Genie series thing, Dodger?
I believe she
What?
was, yes.
TGS.
Yeah, you were in the Game Station Game Genie thing. Yeah. That
Yep.
was terrible,
Yes,
wasn't it?
I was. It was a great thing. It was a great thing that happened. Okay, back on track. Isn't Yakuza the franchise where every time they make a game they have like these girls that you can vote on which one you want to have in the game?
Yeah.
Because I want this one.
Vote
I
on which
want to
zombie you
vote
want in the
on
game.
which chick is in this one.
Yeah, Yakuza's actually already out, so that's not gonna happen. But yeah, the later Yakuza games, I think 2 onwards, had basically Japanese hostess girls in them. You could go to a hostess bar, and apparently there was some like
Uh-oh.
pub quiz in one of them as well, where you learned all sorts of things about Japanese culture. But in reality,
Yeah.
what Yakuza actually is it's a character-driven sort of RPG/action game. If you played Shenmue, which incidentally is also getting a re-release on Xbox Live Arcade, Shenmue 1 and 2, then
Really?
it's like Shenmue, only 18 rated. So you are a Yakuza gang member. there are some kind of cool fights, and you can use a lot of different things as a weapon. You can beat someone with a piece of rope. It's pretty awesome. Or a bike. A bike can be used as a weapon in that game, just because, hey, why not? And there's some RPG stuff, and there's these weird mini games. Like, you can walk into an arcade and play games where you get little figurines and stuff.
Play better games than Yakuza.
Yeah, that's it. No, Yakuza's actually the series is pretty good. It started on the PS2. It's now, of course, on the PS3, and I believe it was Yakuza 4 was the last one before this Dead Souls, where they decided, hey, you know what's gonna really shake the series up? Zombies. And
Zombies.
Yakuza is also really popular in Japan, incidentally. Incredibly popular. It's a very successful series. So, yeah, there you go.
Do you think this is them trying to appeal to Western audiences?
With
I mean,
karaoke
like, they're
and
really into
zombies?
zombies, guys.
Yeah, they've nailed it right there. If they're trying to appeal to the Jesse Cox demographic, then they have got it in the bag.
The one-eyed Asian man singing karaoke really did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, you know what? That's been missing from my games. I really have been looking forward to
That's
that.
what I've been looking for in the
Want
last few
this.
years. Nothing
Yeah.
but that.
Yeah.
There's just been this hole in the
No.
market.
John, so you're saying that they let you pick the women you're allowed to put in the in previous ones? They did that?
there
They
was,
like,
like, a
voted and
contest,
stuff?
yeah.
They had like models audition to be in this game, and then they put it down to like 12 of them, and then there was a website you could go to where you could see all of the different models and read their little descriptions and who they are, and you could vote on which one you wanted to be the hostess in the game.
Does this website still exist?
I doubt it. Highly doubt it.
Well, then I don't care anymore. No, apparently
Just Google it. Just Google
There
it,
was-
man.
there was a Mega Man game, like another Mega Man, like one of the RPG Mega Mans, where they were going to. They basically it was like the fans are going to help us make it. I think it got canceled, but the concept was kind of cool.
It did get cancelled, yeah. It did.
Like the idea was, they had all the different they had 15 different characters, and they wanted you to pick who would be in it, who would be new characters, what old characters would look like in the game. They had all the artist design stuff, and fans would vote. They had all the new like robot bosses.
Wasn't it Mega
and
Man
you could
Legends?
Pick which ones would go in the
It was
game.
Mega Man Legends 3 was the name.
3,
of it,
yeah.
Which
And
was
so
cancelled.
they were gonna, it was gonna be entirely voted on by the fans. And the initial concept and response was really cool, but it was Mega Man Legends, and so no one really ever cared about Mega Man Legends, unfortunately. So I think it got scrapped pretty.
The uproar when that
Pretty
got canceled was pretty intense, though.
Yeah, there's a Facebook group called
Right,
100,000 Strong for bringing back Mega Man Legends 3, which is currently 70,000 members strong. So they didn't really...
Oh,
It's always
kinda
bad.
sad.
It's always bad when you name it 100,000 Strong and you don't get there because you don't look so awesome. Unfortunately.
One day they'll make it. One day.
Yeah,
But I think the
it's like a whole
concept is
million
really-
mums thing, which is about 27 mums. You know.
Yeah. No, the concept is definitely, I think, a good one, though. I think it's a solid sort of let the fans have more input in how you create a game. And
Yeah.
really, if there's any complaints at the end of the day, like
It's their
all developers
Yeah.
have to do is like post
You
a
asked for
mirror and be
this.
like, "You made this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be very nice, actually, if that happened, because I can't think of a recent example of a game that has gone down that route, and it would be kind of nice for it to just say, right, we're just going to let the fans do this stuff, and say, right, it's up to you guys, and then release it and look, ha, how horrible is this? It was you. This is what happens when you have
It's
too
your
much
fault.
input into
Yeah.
the game design process. I would like that to happen. I'd be cool with that.
Every
easy,
character
make a
has like
video
long flowing hair. All the heroes are like muscle bound dudes or really like effeminate Japanese men, and then the
Yeah.
bad guys all have like scars on their faces and have deep. Basically, Steve Bloom plays every character in the game. Jennifer Hill's every character in the game, and they all look like some Final Fantasy character. Yeah, that's how it would end up.
it's just
And everyone
Sailor
has a
Moon,
gun
Mega Man
sword.
edition.
Everyone.
Oh,
Everyone
God.
has a
Oh,
gun sword,
of
and
course. Gun blades for everyone.
even Mickey Mouse, who shows up in the
Free
game as
internet
well. Yeah,
Ha-ha!
everyone's in it.
Has he got a gunblade that fires keyblades? Is that how it's going to be? That would be great.
Huh?
Key gun blades.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
got
like
a gunblade
Kingdom
that
Hearts
fires
people?
keyblades.
Everything.
Yes.
That's basically what it will be. Yeah. Every
Keyblades, the
character will
most
wear black,
inefficient
all black.
weapon ever. It's like you're beating someone to death
It's a
with
key
a
and a
fucking
blade.
key. It's like, it's not even sharp. Look at this thing. Like, what the hell are you going to do? It's like, maybe you could poke someone in the eye with it. Maybe that would do some
Baseball
damage.
bats are sharp. Question mark? You can beat somebody to death with a baseball bat.
It's a key!
Or a frozen leg
But
of
does
lamb.
it?
A frozen leg of
But
lamb,
do they
yes.
open doors? Mhm.
Mhm.
What's weird is even though it's so easy to hate on and bash every Kingdom Hearts game ever made, for some reason
pretty
I
fun.
still own every single one, and I loved every single one.
They're
I don't know
great.
That's
why.
because they're
Great game.
actually
Can't explain
good,
it.
except for the
I
the
can't explain
4-hour
it.
fight. I think it was
Do
the
they have
Kingdom Hearts 2
karaoke
that
and
had.
zombies in it?
There was definitely karaoke in it.
You know what? They might as well. They might as well.
Hmm.
They have everything else in there. They're like some guy at Square's like, what else can we put in this game? Well, let me see. What franchise haven't we stolen from yet? Yeah.
All right,
Howdy.
we have
They don't watch
one
this.
other
I would be on the
one
internet
other
if-
trailer.
You don't have to-
Jesse, shut up. We have one other trailer. I'm throwing it down right now. It's like I want this podcast to end under 5 hours, and that's going to involve Jesse shutting his mouth. We have one last trailer to have a look at, and this is the one I'm particularly excited about, and it's MechWarrior Online. Let's have a look.
Yes. So many lasers.
Shut up and take my money right now.
Can I give a little pushback?
As you
Please.
wish. I'll crush you, but as you wish.
I know you will. That's fine. But I just want to say, to me, that trailer was like, rock music, rock music, big slow-moving robots, rock music, big slow-moving robots. It was like, like that's all it was.
Okay.
I was horribly bored by that trailer. I'm sorry.
Well,
What?
not all games can have zombies and karaoke.
I was
in.
bored.
I'm interested to
I was
hear about
bored.
your new vagina.
Wow. It's full of sand.
Wow.
What? Apparently.
True story.
Oh,
Who the hell
because I
doesn't
don't like
like
to play games where
100-ton
it's like,
mechs?
I am from 1984 gaming technology. Let me shoot my
There
green
were
solid laser at
lasers.
you.
There were mechs. How do you not
Hate
love
is
all
gonna
of
hate.
that?
Haters are, in
Let's
fact,
have, like-
gonna hate. You know?
Hate
Haters
is
gonna hate.
gonna-
Mad Cat's gonna jump. Puma's gonna stride.
Sorry.
Atlas
Sorry.
gonna
Man.
freaking LRM your ass to next week.
That looked just like the ones I played before 10 years ago.
Yeah,
saw
and they
nothing in there. I
were
was like, wow, this is
fantastic. Do you not remember this? The MechWarrior games were amazing. This was the problem. We haven't had a good one since MechWarrior
I was
3.
playing on Windows 95. They were great because there was nothing better, but now they are old and stale.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's true. All of
Sorry.
these amazing FPS that we've had over the
Jesse.
past few years on PC have been so much better. The might of
What am
Syndicate,
I
for
gonna
instance.
do? I'm leaving
What
the
a-
internet. It
What a
doesn't
great
matter.
game Syndicate was. What a fantastic example of a franchise reborn into complete and total mediocrity. Oh, that
No,
was
first
incredible.
First off, the new Syndicate is not. Old Syndicate was amazing. New Syndicate is garbage.
It's garbage.
And I can
Like,
say that because I won't be on the internet anymore, so I don't give a damn.
yeah, but
I'm
what,
being-
what was
I'm
the last?
dispensing
Name
truth.
the last FPS that was interesting. Because if we're talking about mech game right now, it's a first-person mech game. We might as well take, which one?
007 Golden Eye.
Borderlands.
Borderlands,
Before.
which is 2 years old.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
incidentally,
It's not bad, is it?
apparently the PC version is going to be really good for Borderlands 2. They've released a love
Yeah.
letter to PC gamers that says FOV slider, all the other stuff, really good.
Amazing, by the way. Slider is the smartest thing anyone has done in a game in years.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's it. FOV slider, just welcome back, video gaming. We've missed you.
On PC, exactly. It's so
Yeah.
there is actually some movement on that front as well, which is cool. Apparently, people hammering on is working. Gotham City Imposters in patch 1.5 is getting an FOV slider, which means I can finally play that game because that game is great. Except it gives me headaches.
Yay.
That's the only thing I wanted. It's the best thing. You can fly around with freaking wings as a fat Joker, punching people and shooting them in the head with a machine gun that fires ball bearings. And you can customize your
Perfect.
look to the point where you can actually do so in a bikini. So I just want to point out that that might be the best game ever.
Batman in a bikini with wings.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect.
And you can one
Everything
of
I
the
want.
Can
Batman
you do
masks,
that
by
in
the
your
way.
mech?
Yes, you can. It's called
Can you
Jump.
put a bikini on your mech and shoot green lasers?
It's a free-to-play game, probably. The chances are you could buy a skin, which is nothing but that.
Mods.
Yeah, it's free to play, man. That's their business model. They're gonna sell you bikinis for, and in fact, that actually
I have to
helps
say,
your heat
like-
management levels. So there you go.
As excited as I am about Hawken, I think that this trailer was more color palette wise is way more dynamic.
Yeah, Hawken looks.
So-
The problem I think I've got with Hawken, from what I've seen up to this point, is that there seems like there's very little weight behind the mechs. Like the cool thing about MechWarrior that's different to everything else is that MechWarrior is part FPS and part sim. Like, you are managing the systems of your mech. Your mech is quite slow, most likely, and it's also very, very tough. And everything you do has a lot of weight behind it, as it should, because your mech might be 100 tons. Whereas Hawken, everything seems very, very fast, and it's like, are
He's
you
moving
actually in a
fast,
mech?
yeah.
Are you in a mech? It looks, obviously you are, but it doesn't look like it feels like you're in a mech. Like, there's got to be
It
some...
would be hilarious. It would be hilarious if while they were making that trailer, they were like, man, this trailer is going by really slow. All the Jesse Coxes are really going to find this to be a really boring trailer, and they just sped it up so that they're moving faster, but they actually won't be.
Yeah, that would be
I
it.
would find
sacks over it.
Yeah, exactly. The
Hilarious.
actual trailer's 8 minutes long, but they sped it up because Jesse Cox would get bored.
Yep. They were like,
It
oh,
was a
man,
boring trailer.
huge-
Watch it again. Take away the TB fandom of I love this series because I played. The
But I
other
don't
ones
love the
too, and-
series. Like, I don't like Mech Assault 2, and MechWarrior 4. Like, half the series I hate. There is no fandom there.
Okay, well then prepare yourself to hate this one too because you will hate it.
But I won't.
Prediction:
Wow.
you will hate it.
Well, that's very,
I'm
very
very good at
classy of you there.
predictions.
It's like, yeah, that's good. If you throw enough shit at a wall, Jesse, some of it will stick. That doesn't
I
make you
said Diablo 3,
Nostradamus.
May 8th. It's the 15th. I was very close, and I did that without even thinking, without even using my brain, which I never use.
Well, I was gonna say there's nothing new about that.
I was just like May 8th. Boom. I was a week off, and that was months and months ago.
Yeah, the
I'm
fact
just
that,
saying,
you know what I
I'm
liked
saying,
about that
I'm right
trailer
about this.
is it was nice raw gameplay. Like, there was no bullshit. It was a minute and a
No
bit of
cinematics.
raw MechWarrior gameplay. Great,
Darn
fantastic.
Mech Warrior.
That's what I wanted.
It bored the crap out of me.
That is
It
what
was
I
nothing,
wanted.
Simon, what do you think?
Nothing. Just
Well,
don't lie.
what
I
are the
saw you
direct-
yawn. I saw you yawn during the trailer, Simon. Don't you lie,
Midnight.
you son
It's
of a
midnight
bitch.
in the UK. It's
I don't
midnight
care.
in the
I
UK.
don't
Why?
care. I
It's
don't
fucking yawning.
care.
It was fascinating. I think that they could have
Happy boring way.
they could have made you more interested in it. Maybe if they had some like anime chicks in it going and like some, their skirts fall off. They're attacked by a tentacle monster. A zombie comes in singing
Right.
karaoke. Maybe.
Now you're talking Jesse's language.
I've already bought that
Language
game.
of shit. Yeah, I'll speak it fluently. Yeah,
Fluent
I'm
Jesse.
a native, unfortunately.
But did you play any of the older MechWarrior games, Simon?
I did, yeah, and that was a long time ago. I mean, when was it? Must have been 15 years or longer ago. I mean, my God.
That's what I'm saying.
And,
This is like Windows 95 territory. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
I played.
I did like.
Sorry, go ahead.
I did like him. It was slow, but it was managing your shields and like your weapons, switching them around so that certain systems don't overheat.
Yeah,
and
the overheating thing.
making sure that you're facing your enemy in the right direction where your shields and where you're not quite so damaged. So
Yeah,
there was
'cause-
a lot of strafing around because you've got
Mhm.
like a damaged systems on your left, so you want to keep your right hand side to your enemies,
Yeah,
and you're sort
you
of
could-
moving around like that.
Basically, there was directional armor. At least MechWarrior 3 had this. I'm not sure about 4. 4 really dumbed things down in the way that you could set your mechs up, but you could pick sort of how much armor you wanted on the front, the sides, the rear, and stuff like that, which was quite interesting and tactical. And I also like the fact that even the really small mechs had a use because of the speed you could get out of them. I used to play MechWarrior 3 a lot on... I don't know if any of you ever played on this. Microsoft used to have a service called The Zone. Yeah? And The Zone was the place to play games. And it was a matchmaking service that could be used for a lot of different games, including MechWarrior. MechWarrior would support up to 8 players, and I used to play clan play in MechWarrior 3. And there was a lot of strategy involved in that game. There's a lot of skill involved. And it was a bit wonky as well, because back in those days, we were playing on modems. So there was no lag compensation technology, which means that, let's say... I'm trying to find something to... These boxes of Benadryl will work just fine. Here we go. So, the mech is here.
Okay.
Yeah? The mech is
mech.
here, and
Okay.
moving... This is a mech, moving in this direction, yeah? But, in reality, this is where the mech actually is. Because of lag. So this is where you got to shoot, not here.
Oh.
And the game
Oh,
didn't
weird.
register that. It didn't register because it would show you. If you hit the mech dead on with a laser, it would show, hey, you've hit the mech, right? But you haven't. You actually did no damage because on 56k modems, of course, especially if you're playing against Americans, you'd have like a 400 ping. So you had to shoot ahead.
Right.
They had no lag compensation techniques at all. So, yeah.
And this is the same
That would
tactic that you're
suck.
using on Tribes 2.
Wow, you pretty much have to, don't you? But obviously they've got proper lag compensation technology and stuff. But it was really a case of shooting at nothing. In Tribes, you're leading the target, yeah, and you see like they'll land. You know, here's the spin fuser, here's the guy, meow, bang. There you go. Even Jesse should get that one. And with MechWarrior, it's like you aim at thin air, but you see on the damage indicator, yeah, you've hit him, but you didn't hit the mech because again, this was how things used to be. You never had lag compensation, and the whole client-side hit detection was
God,
very,
you
very
sound like
easily.
an old man.
Back in my day,
Which is interesting. I'm the second youngest person here, I might add.
Oh dear! Back in all
I'm
that
30.
game, there was
We've got the old guys down there. That's what, 32, Jesse?
Thing to go fight it. I'm gonna get him. Then we're gonna play you go.
That's how you sound. To
All right,
everyone.
Wow.
I'm okay with that.
Just
32
like that.
doesn't act it. Doesn't act it.
Yep, I'm totally fine with that. But it's going to be a free-to-play game, and it, in my opinion, looks great. And showing me that trailer is what I wanted to see as a person that is familiar with the MechWarrior franchise. I will admit, if you wanted to attract people to the series, it's terrible, because it doesn't show anything that would really attract new people to the series. But that's fine, because you're not limited to just ever releasing one trailer, and no doubt we'll see a hell of a lot more for this thing as development goes along with it. So I'm interested to see what's going on. Yep. And funnily enough, it's going to be one of, I think, 2 MechWarrior games. There's also going to be a MechWarrior Tactics game, which is supposedly on the lines of Mech Commander, which was the extremely hard kind of, well, commanding of mechs game. So I'm intrigued to see how that one goes, too. Should be good.
That's one of the ones where I keep hearing the title, but I don't know anything about like the gameplay, how it's supposed to play.
Oh, with Mech Commander or MechWarrior Tactics?
MechWarrior Tactics.
Yeah, we don't know a huge amount about it. All I know is that it's not just going to be a straight-up mech game. It'll probably involve commanding a squad of mechs. As in which form? Hell if I know. And I don't know at this stage.
Weird.
I don't think there's any information on it at the moment. I'm going to have a look, see, because there's... MechWarrior Tactics has a website. You can apparently reserve your name or whatever. So,
Oh my!
yes, which I already did because people keep stealing my name because they're dicks. So I've already got it. So, oh yes, here we go. It's a brand new MechWarrior game set in the Battletech universe. It is turn-based strategy. Interesting. And has collecting elements in it. So it's kind of like... It is actually like... They've done these kind of collectible MechWarrior games, Battletech games before, but in real life with little figurines. So you collect stuff, you earn experience and new resources, advance your level, upgrade and customize your mechs in the mech bay. Asynchronous combat. So you can... You like doing like frozen sign-ups, you can play multiple battles at the same time because it's turn-based. which
Right.
that's cool. I'm
I love
scared. I'm
space
scared.
stuff.
I'm scared it might be a Facebook game. I'm really worried it might be a Facebook game. I'm hoping it won't
Don't
be.
say that. Why would you say that?
I don't
Why
know.
would you
I'm
say
just the
that now?
pessimistic guy. But it sounds great. It's cool that we've got options. Thank God we have mechs back again, because I'm quite
Yeah.
frankly sick of not having mechs.
Can we take a break?
Yes. In fact, we can. This is a great time to do it.
Magic.
You're listening to the Game Station
Roger needs to
podcast.
pee.
We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast. Well, that's very festive of you.
To be sure, it's St. Paddy's Day, or so it is. Hello there.
I wasn't aware there was a Jesse action figure available.
Wow.
Oh,
Is
saints
it-
preserve us! Ah, see what you did there, boyo. Tis true, tis true. Tis an action figure, tis. Hotty. And now I've lost
Wow.
the rest of my audience.
You're assuming that you had any
must
audience
go.
to begin with.
Silent.
Just
Yeah.
They were
as
all-
soon as possible,
they're-
alienate
they're
everyone.
all your guys' fans were like, we'll pee, subscribe, click. That's what it is, let's be honest. So,
That's how it is.
I've really lost nothing here today.
No, I think not. Your dignity, but that assumes that you had any to begin with. And I'm going to
Wow.
Every time we
Wow.
come back from a break, it winds up being some random thing that I say that's right as we go live again. And I'm
Pretty
like, I need to
much.
stop talking. I need to stop talking.
Oh, well. Never mind. Alright, so we brought some topics along with us. In fact, the 3 other hosts other than me did, because I picked the news, so I figure it's probably fair for me to not pick the topics. Each person brought a topic with them. I would like to start with Simon. So, Simon,
Oh god.
which one did you bring with you today?
My topic was permadeath in video games.
Okay.
It's quite interesting because in Diablo 3 there's going to be hardcore mode,
Mhm.
and you get a big warning that pops up that says, under no circumstances will we restore a character should it be killed. Are you absolutely fucking sure you want this? And you click yes, and you're in hardcore mode, and if you die, that's it. Your character's gone. All of the items it was carrying's gone. It's over, and you have to re-roll a character and start again. And similarly, there's the Paradox interactive game Salem that's coming out, which
Yes.
is the sandbox MMO.
The crafting MMO is what they call it.
Mm.
I
A
played it very early version.
colonialization sort of game, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's basic. It's kind of a colonial America based sort of thing, like kind of pilgrims and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
a weird looking game, and I did see. I was kind of a playthrough at Gamescom with the guys. I still didn't quite figure out what was going on with it. It's very, very weird. But yes, that does also have permadeath in it as well.
So, guys, what do you think? Permadeath? Is it an interesting addition to video games? Discuss.
I like it.
I would like to go first.
Okay.
Go,
Jesse.
do it.
Oh fuck!
Once
here we
again,
go.
I'd like to take this time to let Blizzard Entertainment know that I'm aware they are watching, as I may or may not have received an email this week based on last week's podcast. So I will say this. I will simply state the obvious again. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my proposition to the world that in Diablo 3, we have an arena season based on hardcore mode where it is single elimination. You get 2 months to prepare a character, and in that 2 months' time, you spend all your time leveling that character from scratch, getting equipment, and at the end of that 2 months, you and everyone else on that, who enters, is put in the arena season. The arena season is single. If you die, your character is gone forever. That character is dead. Then,
It's like
at BlizzCon, in front of millions, it's Gladiator. It's
Gladiator
basically Spartacus.
Royal
what it
Combat.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. And they film it, they put it live on the internet or whatever, and they charge people to watch it. I guarantee people will watch it because that's people's months of their life gone
Exactly.
in a
The
flash.
rage.
Right?
They want
And
to see
then,
that.
exactly. And then here's the creme de la creme. Here's the end. At BlizzCon 2013, in front of all the people watching at home and there, the final 4 competitors, or 5 or however many, go into an arena surrounded by fire, where if you touch the fire, you're insta-killed. But surrounded by fire, in the middle is Diablo, So the 5 of them or 4 have to band together to not only kill Diablo, but kill each other. Last man standing gets to go back to the next season, right? Gets to go back to the next season with all of his armor and something special to say that he was a champion, right? And he starts out ahead of everyone else. So he's the guy you have to kill. And here's the best part. The fans in the crowd at BlizzCon get to choose if any of the people live or die in the Final Four. So if someone gets struck down, you can thumbs up or thumbs down them in the crowd to decide their fate, and they can rejoin the battle. Blizzard, you would make $1 bajillion. Why don't you listen? I'm the only one who cares anymore, Blizz. I've cared about you since the beginning. You are my first and only love. Let me tell you this right now. Listen to me. Listen to me. Morhaime, I know you're there.
He's actually not there. He's in South Korea right now. He's doing negotiations.
I wish I knew South Korean, and I'd try to communicate with you, but I figure I would just defend people if I faked an accent like I do with every other accent I do.
Go with yes.
Look.
Please don't.
Just listen to me. That would be the single greatest achievement in video game history if you could do, because it isn't that bullshit where it's like, oh, I'm playing StarCraft, oh shucks, I lost, or oh, I'm playing an arena tournament and WoW, oh shucks, I lost. This is, you just wasted your life and now you're dead. That's real loss, real victory. That would be amazing.
And when it comes to Blizzard, Blizzard and Masters are wasting people's lives.
Higher? Why not raise the stakes higher? Why not like lose a finger? Or your clicking finger of your mouse.
Because this is America, not old England. We don't throw people in the dungeon here.
That's a good political joke there, Jesse. Why didn't you tell us another?
So what's Guantanamo Bay all about then? What about all the CIA black sites around the world?
That was the joke. Thanks. I was going to leave it there.
I think that's what we were going for, Simon. Yeah, thank you. It was an ironic thing, but thanks for
I don't know how many. Just there's over 10,000 people watching. How many of those people do you think would have gotten the reference though?
This is my last day on the internet. Honestly, do you think I give a shit at this point? I don't care. I'll be in Guantanamo before the day's over. You guys are gonna come in here and be like, we're taking off the internet. It's gonna be me and a bunch of terrorists and
the Men in Black will come and take you away.
Will that be the great song?
Will Smith will burst in the door and arrest me. I'm like, Will Smith, and he'll just punch me in the face. Let's go. Let's go, cracker. Ah. Yep, that's how it'll be. It'll carry me off. Welcome to Earth.
Anyway,
because that's sad.
The whole arena thing is probably the best idea you've had in ages. I mean, it is actually a really good idea, right? And I'm very surprised that they haven't considered it, and they really should. The whole point is that investing that much into something means that what happens to that character really does mean something to you. Like, with World of Warcraft, you get this kind of investment in characters as well. Like, I find it hard to leave WoW because, like, my character has so much history. Like, there's so many good times that I have with my character and so many memories attached to it. It's got great sentimental value to me. So, I mean, I could never sell it, even though there's no way in a million years I would get away with selling my account, of all people. Christ, it's like Kungan trying to sell his, you know, it just... Blizzard would be like, watching it like a hawk. It's just not going to happen. But more to the point, there's so much sentimental value behind it, I never would want to. And for me, like, leaving WoW was difficult because, like, Christ, I spent 6 years of my life in that game, and there's so many great memories, and I met so many awesome people as a result of that. And to be fair, my career right now is partially as a result of World of Warcraft. So when you get an investment in a character with permadeath, it can have some really interesting consequences. A lot of those consequences are rage. Honestly, they are mostly rage. But it also makes...
One of my worries would be that people would literally kill themselves, potentially, from this. And
over 2 months,
I mean, honestly, that would happen. It would happen to someone.
But it's a contest. It's a contest.
Surely Blizzard would go, we can't do this.
The people who lose reality shows don't kill themselves. They waste much more than... Actually, never mind. Normal people on reality shows don't kill themselves, and so you just have to assume
that he has a point there.
Well, then you have to assume the crazy people. You would get prizes, and you would have fame, and if you got to the Final Four, you'd have that like internet fame a little bit going. So you could be. This is a great idea. Stop trying to ruin it, Simon. God damn it.
The best ideas are forged in the fires of criticism. That's the point. You've got to challenge the idea. You must challenge the theory in order to make it stronger.
There's no challenge to this. It's a smart idea. By saying people will kill themselves if they lose, that's like saying, like, people will kill themselves if they lose.
Yes.
You can't assume that's going to happen, right? Good analogy.
Great.
Jesse came into the TGS office and was telling the Warp Zone guys about that, and they just wanted to like rub their bodies all over him. They thought it was such a good idea. So
They do that to
you have the Warp Zone vote.
I'm the only person that hasn't met them, but I'm going to take your word for it that they are the rubbing type.
They are. Yeah. Yes. Most definitely.
Davis introduced me to something called Cactus Cooler that is neither cactus nor cooler and tastes like day old Mountain Dew. It's so weird, but delicious.
Yeah. No, it's like, no. I was
It's a
not
good
a fan
idea.
of it.
Don't think it's not. I think Simon's right on when he said at the beginning of this whole discussion that he said, and I quote, go back and review this. He said, hardcore gaming, what do you guys think? I, for one, think that video games where you do a 2-month tournament and then when you die at the end of BlizzCon are good. What do you guys think? That's what he said.
It's interesting
That's
because, like,
paraphrasing.
I think that's manipulation of the facts, honestly. And mostly as a result of your agenda-driven nonsense. But nobody here thinks it's a bad idea. It's like you're preaching to the choir here. Like, the option there is good. I would be very surprised if they didn't bring it in some form or indeed monetize it. Because, hell, if they can do it with the arena realms, they could certainly do it here. Like, $5 gets you access to this special realm where you level characters. Maybe they accelerate the process. Maybe they make the leveling a bit faster. Maybe they tweak the drop rates just a little bit. Obviously, they disable the real money auction house, because why the hell? You'll get that out of there and stuff like that, and make it entirely reliant on what you find and so on and so forth. And then you play it through. You do 2 months. I would be tempted to do that once. Like for me, permadeath is an absolute no-no because I have very limited time to begin with. So why would I want to waste it? Because, what if I get distracted? Like, I get a phone call and my character dies while I'm distracted or whatever. It's like, well, that was a waste of time. I don't have that kind of time to waste. But I think because you limit it to a 2-month period where you're almost certain to lose your character, yeah? You pretty much accepted that. Right. It's like, if it's pretty much 1,000,000 men enter, 1 man leave. It's the cruelest Thunderdome ever. You're not going to get out of that, chances are. Maybe there's a slight chance that you do. But you're pretty much resigned to the fact that this character's going to die. I'll probably do, maybe once. I'd do the 2-month thing. And I think a lot of people would try it. But in terms of permadeath on its own, I like the idea of it being there, but I don't think I would ever use it under any circumstances. I certainly wouldn't do it with Diablo 3 either. It's just not my thing.
That's the thing is, if it's a mode, it's different. Like, if you're playing the game and it says, oh, there's permadeath in this game, no questions asked, I would not be a fan of that. But having it be a mode where there's a big warning that says, yo, homie, are you sure you want this right now? Because this is the legitest shit you're about to experience. I would... That's a totally different
Yo,
thing.
dog. There is actually one example. This is actually an example of a game where I did enjoy, and it did have permadeath. It's called Realm of the Mad God. Some of you might remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
You die... Yeah, it's a... Well, how the hell do you describe it? It's a flash MMO where once your character dies, it permanently dies. But also, like, playing through it unlocks different characters. It's designed for you to die. And it's kind of like Zelda, actually. All you can really do is you run around with a pack of people, killing all sorts of mobs, and the eventual aim is to fight the Mad God and win. But good luck ever getting there. And you've got a main attack and gear and, like, a magic spell you can use. And there's various different classes. And that has permadeath.
I did kind of think that it looked a bit like Zelda, the original Zelda.
Yeah, it does.
On the NES.
Very much so.
Weird.
Yeah. And it works in the context of that game, especially bearing like you can play a 20-minute session of that game to get to like level 20 or 30, get some good gear, and then lose all of it, and you'll be like, that was a fun 20 minutes, and I'm not mad, I'm not so mad. Especially since they always reward you every time. If you get to a certain level and you die, you're rewarded. You know, you get something new to play with next time. You never get you don't get rewarded in Diablo for dying in hardcore mode, do you? Like, this, aside from the hardcore ladder, there's nothing, is there?
I don't see why you would.
No.
The reward, I think, comes from item drops, and I know Hell mode, which I think might be the hardest, or maybe it's Inferno. Whatever the hardest difficulty is,
Inferno, I think.
that and hardcore, you get special items and stuff that you will not get in any other mode.
Okay.
And so not only can you wear them and look different from everybody else, but then you can also sell those and real money auction house that stuff for whatever it's whatever it's worth. So doing it, I think, is profitable as well.
Interesting. Yeah, the real money auction house does bring a rather interesting thing as regards to how the motivation of people playing that game. You know, I mean, the idea of just like, I'm going to farm this stuff not for my own personal game, but because you know, counting stacks.
Make it rain.
Yeah, getting paper.
I really think that this might be the first case where we see someone. It's going to be some kid in his mom's basement, some 14-year-old, make $1 million off a video game. Watch it happen. If you have the time and energy to buy and sell items in a game that is popular, because Diablo 3, no matter what anyone's going to say, is going to sell a ton.
It will, without question. I mean, I'm going to buy it.
And since most people got it because I say most, like I know what the hell I'm talking about, but most got it because they bought another year of WoW or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or they're part of that subscription. Most people really didn't actually pay for the game, so there's a lot more of that. Well, it's free, quote unquote. You're still paying for WoW, but so they're going to be more willing to spend money on things of a, like an item. It's only like $6. Sure, okay. Like, people will do that. Just watch, and what will happen is someone's going to have a lot of money when this is over. It might not be $1 million, but someone's going to make a ton of money off of Diablo 3 selling items. It'll happen. It'll happen. I hope it's me, is what I'm saying. Damn it.
Yeah, this YouTube shit doesn't pay the bills. Let's farm some items. Yeah, let's get on with it. Why not?
Makes sense.
But I will say that I think hardcore mode in general, if it's controllable and how you die is fair, then it's more acceptable. But as I mentioned last week in my hate of like how I died in Witcher 2, which still is like one of the best games I've ever played, unless you do it on the hardest mode possible, where if you die you get killed permanently, that's insane. Because there's cutscenes and various things where if you say the wrong thing, you die. And it's like, well, you're dead. And there's no take back.
That reminds. Did you
that
guys?
Sucks.
Maybe I don't know if these ever got to America, but Simon probably remembers these Fighting Fantasy game books by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston. Do you remember those?
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's going back in the day. Those were unfair as hell. Holy crap. So those of you who don't know what, you always kept your finger in the previous page. So like if it was, this one kills me, let's go back and pick the other one. So
that's like choose your. I think we had that as choose your own adventure. Yeah.
Choose your own adventure mixed with D&D. You could basically pick up items, and
stuff.
weapons and potions,
armor.
Write them down in the back of the book. You know, your inventory and how your stats had changed.
Yeah, some of these are actually available.
My mind around how that would work.
You can actually get some of these on PlayStation Network. They actually have started making some of them into games. They're like all of the original system as well. So they're pretty good. Sorry?
Yeah, okay. I will be downstairs. Jumping on there and playing that. That's awesome. No, like my favorite book was a Choose Your Own Adventure where you were like a ninja fighting other ninjas. And I can't find it. I think I've lost it. If I ever see it again, I will buy that immediately. It was amazing because it was like total stereotype. It is completely, it was just like some like American dude's like, what would ninjas do if they were fighting each other? It's that kind of stuff. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I think I've lost it and I can't find it anymore. I would read that, right? I would make a series of like Jesse plays Choose Your Own Adventure books. That's what I would do. It's just you reading, being like,
It's just you reading on cam.
you fought the ninjas, but they stabbed you in the face with the
You
samurai sword.
I'm very surprised that you don't do that because that seems like the perfect thing for you. But yeah, these books were fairly popular actually.
Wish I had those books.
They first came out in 1982, 2 years before I was born. Holy hell! And they were written by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston, and they were pretty awesome actually. But they were famously unfair. And they had a lot of pretty much death traps that you couldn't see coming, and you had to really map the book out. You would never get through it first time, not a chance.
Man.
Like not only you could die in combat through pure rolls of the dice, but you could actually just pick the wrong thing and instantly die with no recovery. So
You're in a corridor. There's 2 doors at the end of the corridor. Do you choose the left or the right one? And you choose the wrong door, and you're dead.
yes,
It's retarded.
exactly.
Just like D&D.
Yeah.
That's not unfair. That's just chance-based.
This sounds like the perfect game for a single child. If I'd only had this growing up, I might have been normal.
I read a lot
Instead of
of
having
these.
straight weird fantasy characters in my brain.
I used to take
So
them
what-
out of the library all the time, and the cool
When it
thing
comes
was.
to permadeath,
Sorry.
though, surely the issue with it is that it shouldn't be left to chance. It should be down to your skill,
Yes.
and that's the big issue that people
Exactly.
have.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't. Nobody likes cheap deaths, as anyone who's played any game on the NES will tell you. Because let's be honest, like old school games are very much about cheap deaths because hey, they wanted you to shove quarters into a machine, and yeah, with permadeath, it's gotta be your fault, and it's also the reason why I love games like Demon Souls. That doesn't have permadeath, but it's all fair. Every death is fair.
Okay. Someone in chat just linked the Amazon.com link of Secret of the Ninja Choose Your Own Adventure number 16 paperback. It
Oh,
has
wow.
4.5
Yeah.
stars.
Wow.
I just want to point that out.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
So it's actually popular.
I-
Like some
Buy it.
people like that. It's not just you.
I'm
Buy
gonna
it, buy
put.
it
I
now.
seriously. I'm gonna buy every single one. Every single one of these is being bought. It's gonna be a series. Choose Your Own Adventure.
Oh my god,
Done.
you can get it on Kindle. I found a new use for my
What? The
Kindle.
book version's better.
Yeah.
You have
Oh
to
my
hold it.
god.
Yep.
Choose Your Own Adventure Kindle would
This
be
is done. This is
great.
happening right now.
Yeah, Secret
This
of
is
the
happening.
Ninja
I'm
is
ordering it
available
right
on
now.
Kindle for $5.75. Guess who's buying that and reading that tonight? Oh yes.
The Abominable Snowman Choose Your Own Adventure. Return to Atlantis Choose Your Own Adventure. Oh my god. No.
Wow.
Joygasm.
Oh wow.
I'm
So
so
much
excited.
happiness.
I gotta say, like, these
Podcast
Choose
right
Your Own Adventure books were nowhere near as long as these. Like, The Secret of the Ninja is 144 pages. I'm pretty sure, like, Warlock of Firetop Mountain, which was the first fighting fantasy,
I'm
was
looking
about
at the Wikipedia
600.
for that right now.
Yeah, I think there were about 58 fighting fantasy books, and then they actually went a bit more advanced after that because they're described as single-player role-playing games, and they actually took it a stage further with the Sorcery series, which was a very much advanced kind of fighting fantasy and had a more expanded rule set. But every different book had a different gimmick with it. Like, there'd always be some different system that they shoved in there. Like, there was some of them were based on kind of going insane. There'd be like sanity points, and there was Starship
Musical.
Traveler. Starship Traveler, you actually had a spaceship and you engaged in space combat and stuff as well. So you had that different mechanic in there.
Why don't I own all of these?
I don't know if they got to the US. They were very much a UK thing.
I don't think they did. I feel like they would have been a big old thing if they did.
Yeah, they were. They actually have a link to Warhammer, funnily enough, because the Warlock magazine, which provided additional information on these things, was published by Games Workshop. So there are links there.
Ah,
And I'm fairly
Awesome.
sure Steve Jackson or Ian Livingston was involved in Games Workshop in some way.
Well, Steve Jackson Games wasn't there, and
Not the same
Ian
guy.
Livingston,
Not
maybe.
the same guy.
Is
Steve-
it not?
No,
Is it not?
You're talking about the Steve Jackson that made Car
Fuck.
Wars and Munchkin. That
You've
it's
got to
not
be
the same
kidding
guy.
me. It's
Nope.
a different one.
Nope.
Wow, that's blown my mind.
right,
How many years?
right
I
on
thought
his
it was-
Wikipedia. Right on the Wikipedia, it says he is often mistaken for Steven Jackson,
Exactly.
an American game designer.
Yeah, Steve Jackson, US.
That's really
Wow.
But just to make it weirder, the US Steve Jackson actually wrote 3 fighting fantasy books. Just to completely screw with your mind. So yeah, no, Steve Jackson, the US game designer who made Munchkin, and I believe also made Car Wars, which was amazing, is not the same guy that made the fighting fantasy books. But
Gosh darn it.
I'm not sure how we got here, but it was cool that we did, because that's a...
Yeah.
Jesse's stuck in a loop right now.
I've
He's
just
fine.
ordered 3 of the books already. I just
Buy
now.
a
Best
chair.
$30 I ever
Stop buying
spent.
these books. Buy a chair.
Books are my own adventure. Books,
Oh.
I don't need chairs. Chairs are
Just
for
to
the
be
weak.
sitting on a stack of fucking books.
Yeah,
At least
pretty
that's
much.
one up from a bit. It's a bit classy and a
It
bit.
looks like this.
There's
Wow.
one called Forecast from Stonehenge. Oh, and there's like evil druids on it. Oh my god.
And there's so many spin-offs to this actually
Wow.
as well. There's something called Choozomatic books, which seem to be the kind of the same thing as Zombocalypse Now is what it's called.
What?
You are a stuffed
Yeah.
There's one
bunny,
called Island of Time.
and it's the end of the world. With 112 possible endings, at least 7 in which you do not die. That's getting ordered right now. That's like $2 on Kindle. So,
Take 3. Oh snap, son.
oh, ouch. That seems like a great idea. It sounds like a great time to go on to Dodger's topic because Jesse is currently derping. So go Dodger. What do you got?
Okay, so I don't know how many of you guys know about the Peter Molyneux fake Twitter, Peter Molyneux.
Peter Molyneux? Yeah. Or Duh?
Yeah, do. But it's hilarious, and they're doing a game jam based on his idea, like his fake game ideas that he's put on Twitter.
Oh,
They're
God.
doing a Peter Molyneux game jam
There's a
that's
link to this,
international. Huh?
There's a link to this, yeah? That we can read?
Yeah. It's what would Molly do? MOLYDEUX.com. And I just love that
Damn,
it's
I can't find
existing
this
because
thing.
it originally was just like a fake, funny Twitter where he would just say random game idea. Wait. Let me read a couple to you.
Okay.
Okay, here's one of his tweets. What if NPCs could load and save your game? You have to keep on their side, otherwise they won't save your game, load your old game, etc. Like he just comes up with random ideas.
You have
You
to
are a
bake...
pigeon who must
Sorry, go ahead.
Huh?
I've got
You
some
are a
other here.
pigeon. You are a pigeon who must go around the city trying to persuade businessmen not to jump off buildings by retrieving items from their home. Like just
Oh my
random
God.
game ideas.
You have to bake your enemies correctly before feeding them to your master, the oven, only accessible during the game over screen.
I love it so much. And so this game jam is game developers making games based on specific tweets. Like
Yeah.
they'll choose one and then make that game. And I am
Oh,
so
God.
excited for the resulting games because they're all so ridiculous. And some of them seem like not even possible, which is the other reason why I'm really excited about it. But I do like that it's inspiring people to do things that sound ridiculous, but it's making them think outside the box and make something new.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to bring it up because I don't think many people know it's happening.
Yeah, it's called the Molly
but it's
Jam 2012, if I recall correctly.
Yeah,
It's going to be a live
March
thing.
30th,
Mhm.
April 1st.
Yep. Is
I saw the
Molyneux backing
website.
this thing, or is he just getting pissed off in a corner?
Huh?
Is Molyneux actually backing this thing, or is he just getting pissed off in the corner?
He might participate,
Really?
which be amazing. Yeah, because they've actually tweeted back and forth at each other before.
Right.
So he's definitely has a really like good attitude about
Yeah.
it. And then when
I
they
expect
start
he would.
the jam, I think he was like, that would be a fun thing to participate in, especially since it branched from, a fake Twitter account based on his name. So
Yes.
yeah. So
It's good.
I think that it's something that everybody should check out and look at and hopefully tune in for because the results are going to be hilarious.
I think so.
Survivor horror combined with bowling.
That actually already exists. It's called Zombie Bowlerama. It's on Steam, and it's awful.
Oh.
Plus, to be fair, we've done that anyway. It's called Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. You can bowl zombies in that. Yeah. It's the same thing. Romantic parkour
FPS war
game.
game. FPS war game where you control a teddy bear of a child who has just escaped a death camp. Help them find their mother using your wits? What?
Yep.
What if you played a game where the enemies had their children chained to them? God.
Game
Wow.
game in which you must Game in which
More
you must
terrible
comfort
idea.
children on a plane who are afraid of flying. Game mechanic is similar to spinning plates. Wow. This is amazing.
Yeah,
Ugh.
they're great. Also, I think it's hilarious because when he first started this Twitter, he was asked to take it down because people kept reading his ideas and then contacting like the actual company that Molyneux was with, being like,
Idiots.
"Hey, so you're making this game, right? That sounds like a great idea." They were like, "No, what? No."
Stop it.
Yeah. Love it.
You control. This
Well,
sounds like the best thing in the world. You control a mystical rabbit
Go.
at a bus stop during winter. You must find as many creative ways as possible to make people miss their buses. All my money. Just take it.
Just take it. It's all my money.
Oh, this is great. What if you lived in a world where all guns are required to be plugged into wall sockets? Now that would be a tactical shooter, wouldn't it?
Dodgy's just lost a drink. It's gone.
It's fine. We're good. Don't worry.
That's amazing.
This wasn't so much a topic as let's laugh at the list of funny things.
Yeah, that's why I was like, does this count as a topic? But
Probably
I feel
not.
like, just bring it up.
There's a
Breathe
sort
the
of
walls.
random monkey cheese
on.
nonsense about it. There's a similar thing that's happening with Noel Fielding's sort of weird luxury comedy thing that he has on Channel 4.
Okay.
If you know about that TV.
No.
In which it's just randomness. The whole show is just random ideas.
Yeah.
Like, let's have a talking pineapple that discusses philosophy whilst the dragon flies overhead and poos pigeons. It's all just
I hate
complete
that
random
stuff.
ideas that are mashed together.
Yeah. I'm not so keen on that nonsense. Could do without that
No.
kind of
I-
humor.
I love this idea. Idea for a game. Painting your memories into the environment. Not sure how it works yet, but it's quite beautiful. That's genius.
It's cool,
that's
but
kinda
I don't
cool.
think they're going to make that successfully in a game jam. Those who don't know
Oh,
about
it'll
game
never
jams,
happen.
these things are 2-day events. So
Yeah, they're really
it's
short.
basically what you can do in 48 hours. So you probably get some barely playable concept where the art is done in Microsoft Paint. And it's not as exciting as it sounds, but it's still cool nonetheless.
It's still fun.
You awake
Yeah.
in an 88-floor skyscraper all alone. Every floor is haunted by one of the 88 innocent people you killed during an illegal war. Awesome.
That's pretty grim, that, actually.
A lot of them are grim, though. I think
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons I like it.
indeed. Jesse, let's have your topic, since we are overrunning once again.
My work here is done. So my topic this week has to do with TB's favorite game, Mass Effect 3,
Oh, God,
And-
not again.
the backlash of the ending. We're not going to spoil the ending for those of you who are like, no, my
Shepard
ears!
dies.
But,
Shepard dies.
yeah. The
There you go.
ending,
Don't have
the
to play
ending
it now.
is,
Save your money.
No. I'll tell you what all you need to know from the ending. The ending is a light show, and depending on what you choose, you get a different color, essentially. Like, that's pretty much it. And so, really, that's what it is. Let's be honest. And the reason why people are really mad is, and this is where the comparison comes in, people are mad because it's essentially you have an option to push some freaking buttons. And that's kind of, people are like, well, Deus Ex did it, right? Deus Ex did the exact
Yes,
same
it did.
thing. Where you go into a room and it's like, push some buttons, and that decides how you end the game.
Yeah, this being the original Deus Ex, not Deus Ex 3, one assumes.
Right.
Mhm.
So yeah, I would have said like HR. Yeah. So and even though people are basically going back to it and complaining that this game deserves better, even though it's similar to Deus Ex and how they ended it. And my topic was simply about the fact that I think they are insane. That Deus Ex ended perfectly the way it should have. And the people who were like, well, Mass Effect, if Deus Ex can do it, so can Mass Effect. Mass Effect's ending was garbage because they didn't. It's kind of like Lost. I actually wrote this down. I just want to point this out. Mass Effect kind of pulled a Lost moment, where for any fans of that show, where the entire series is about this mysterious island, and all the crazy crap going on the island.
Mhm.
And in the end, it was like, nope, it's actually about the characters the entire time, and that's who you really should have cared about. It was all a character-driven story, and that's how we're going to end it. The end. And that's why people were so pissed, right? Well, with Mass Effect, it was, we're going to tell you this great expansive story over 3 games, introduce all these characters, and in the end, all you really should care about is Shepard. That's it. Like, that's the only thing that matters.
And to be fair, Shepard is one of the least interesting characters in Mass Effect.
Exactly. And then they're like, we won't wrap up any... That's kind of spoiling. Whatever. F it. We won't wrap up anything else. Like, you want to know what happens to anything else? Nope. And more than that, we're going to give you a little extra, like, guess what? There might be something else afterwards, but you'll never know. Like, what a dick move. Like, the ending is really assy.
You'll probably find out what happens afterwards when you buy the DLC
The
for
new
the next...
DLC.
Yeah.
Well, again, I wouldn't put it past them. They did it for Final Fantasy 13 too. You know, apparently that game doesn't really have a real ending, and all of the other endings are paradox endings or something like that. And it's like, God, what the hell? And you know,
So dumb.
is it so much to ask for proper resolution, especially when you've dedicated quite a lot of time to a series and you've got quite invested in it, and you want to see a really cool conclusion to it, and when you don't get it, then yes, you do feel a little bit gypped there. I do want to come on to the topic that you actually said in the first place, which is the comparison to Deus Ex, because that's a game I've beaten on no less than 9 separate occasions. So I know the endings inside out.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it's unbelievably great, and is my favorite game of all time, and I think it still continues to be so. So there's 3 different endings in Deus Ex, and effectively, it's how you kind of choose them. It's not a case of just pushing a button, really. I mean, you've got to kind of play the game in a slightly different way, but it's laid out very clearly, and you don't really get those choices until the very end of the game. Yeah, you get hints at what is going on, of course, and you have an idea of, well, I might end up having to do this once I get to this area, but at that point, it's just like, whichever you pick really doesn't matter all that much. Why is it acceptable in Deus Ex? That is a great question, and I'm trying to come up with an answer for it.
I can actually answer it.
Okay, go for it.
It's really, I've actually thought about this. Deus Ex, just like in Deus Ex Human Revolution, where the endings are, you know, it's kind of a similar situation where there are 4 endings, and at the very last minute, depending on who you talk to, you can decide where you want to go, right? Mm-hmm. The reason why is because you are playing as the one character, and you're, you know, Human Revolution, you're Adam Jensen, that's the singular
absolutely
character.
right.
You spend the entire game as him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you get the resolution. You get the resolution on that character. But what you're talking about right here is that the person you care about, or indeed the people you care about in Mass Effect, is not Shepard. It's everybody else.
Right.
I want to know what happens to Garrus, Rex, Liara, Ashley. No, I don't care about Ashley, but everybody else, you know. I want.
And that's I think the point is that people were trying to
rationalize it.
I will honestly say, they were trying to rationalize the ending, and I will say that alone, I thought it was a terrific game up to that point. I will say that alone ruined the game for me, and it's because of that fact. Characters make, in BioWare games, for the most part, characters make the game. Everyone you meet is the game.
Dragon Age, like, this is why I hated Dragon Age 2. Well, it's one of the many reasons, but one of the reasons I hate Dragon Age 2 was Dragon Age 1, pretty much every character in your party except for one, like that, Sten or whatever his face is, like, he sucked. But everyone else is, like, awesome in that game.
Right.
I love talking to all of them and finding out about their past and the dialogue. I'd deliberately bring different characters along with me, mostly involving Morrigan, because Morrigan always had the most hilarious crap, or Shale. And I bring them along together to see what antics they get up to while I was walking around the town. It's like, what little anecdote and story and argument are you going to have now? Because, like, these characters are great. And then Dragon Age 2 is like, I don't care about a single one of you fuckers. So you can get the hell out of here. And Mass Effect, same thing. Very much same thing with Mass Effect. And you know, you remember the elevator conversations and stuff like that. And what defines Mass Effect for me is like Tali, Garrus, Rex. It's mostly those 3 actually, because those were the 3 that like I usually had with me. And I couldn't really care less about Legion or Jack, for instance. Not really a big fan of Jack. But to some degree Miranda, not so much some of the others, but like there's some really cool characters that are engaging and interesting in that game, And if you don't get a tie-up for them at the end, then you feel like, wow, these guys deserve better than that. You know, if you make a character-driven narrative and only tie off the narrative for one of your characters, you failed as a storyteller, surely.
And that's, I think, where the people like desperately trying to compare it to a Deus Ex where you do the same thing, you push a button kind of thing.
I took out their ass.
You are Jensen. Yeah, you're this character. You're the player.
Denton, in the case of the original Deus Ex.
Denton in the first. Yeah, but you're this Adam Jensen character where you are that person, and everything happens around you. Everything's focused. In Mass Effect, it almost feels like you are in this world where things are happening, and you're a part of it.
Yeah.
Right? It isn't like
you don't
you're
have party members in Deus Ex. You know, you are the protagonist in the in the most extreme sense of the word, as in you do freaking everything. You know, but Shepard never does anything alone. That's the point. You know, you fight as a team all the time. That's what it's based around. So you can't abandon everybody else in the ending. You can't do that. That is bad writing. That is bad game design in general. And I think people do have a right to be pissed. I'd be pissed. I haven't played the game yet. Once again, I boycotted it. You know, I will most likely buy it when it's cheaper, because in my opinion, if the game ain't complete on launch, I'm certainly not going to play full price for it. But I would be pissed, and I don't blame it. I don't blame people. I think BioWare has flat out failed in that regard.
And even though I'm sure they say something along the lines of, it might not be the last Mass Effect game, or there might be more to come, still, I feel like it deserves the ending they gave was. A lot of people said this. They also said it compared to the Halo 3 ending, if that gives away anything. But I think I kind of agree with that.
So I'm not really sure.
Well, Halo 3 has this one of those it may be to be continued. Ooh, weird, creepy new world, right? That kind of thing. And in that case, still, you're dealing with one character, right? You can do that because you have one character, and you can send him wherever the hell you want because you are that one main character.
That's all you really care about.
Right. The problem with this is that it's essentially like I feel bad because I don't want to give away anything. Let's just say that it's very similar to those two games we talked about, and it kind of screws over the player. You're like, what? Then to say that there's multiple endings, that it's like game-changing multiple endings, there's a video. I swear to God I have to find a link to this and post it. But it's essentially they took all the endings, put every single ending on the screen, all 6 endings, put them on the screen, and played them at the same time. And they're literally the exact same thing, minus color changes.
Wow.
It's really sad.
God
really,
damn.
So there's it's green, red, and blue are the color changes, and everything else is the same.
What?
Pretty much. There's a few minor alterations.
Congratulations, BioWare, you've discovered cellophane.
There's actually a really funny joke where someone posted on the BioWare webpage if they were ever going to add
the colorblind,
game. Yeah, that's where that joke is. Yeah,
it's because I'm only seeing one ending. Yeah,
I'm only seeing one ending. Right? I've played it so many times. I've only seen one. Yeah.
Yeah. Iceburn right there. It's depressing.
I think, everything was great until the ending. And that's what sucks, is you can tell they put a lot of time and thought into the story, and then they just got to a point where I think a lot of television series do as well, where they're like,
we got to wrap this up.
Probably should wrap this up now. Yeah, let's just wrap it up. And that's what happened. If you're a fan of anime out there, any big anime fans, that's where 99% of all anime end. It's like you get 20-some episodes are really great, and the last 6 are garbage. It's like, what just happened?
Sometimes it's because the manga isn't done yet, and they just needed to make it into just a short series, and they didn't know how to finish it.
Yeah.
Berserk
was a great
into it, and that's the same thing.
God, I remember Berserk was a weird one, because I don't like a lot of anime, but when I was back at university, I watched maybe 4 or 5 anime series, and Berserk was one of them. And Berserk ended in the most awkward way, and of course the manga continued, but the funny thing is, the storyline got continued by the Dreamcast game, Sword of Berserk Gatsu's Rage. And it's like, right, when I finally played that game, it's like, oh, this is what happened! Holy shit! But, that series ends really awkwardly, but There's one other thing.
Yeah.
There's two things I want to point out. Firstly, I view Shepard as very much just a storytelling device and not as a really important character.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
he is
That's all.
Shepard or she, you know, because Fem Shep is the only real Shep, is required to move the story on. That's the role of the protagonist. But very much in this case, I don't really care about Shepard. I pilot my meat Shepard around to talk to the people I really care about, which are all the other dudes. You know, I want to hear what Joker's got to say. I want to see what's going on with the arguments between Joker and Edie. I want to talk to my crew members. I want to solve their loyalty missions. I want to solve all their problems and go through all their dialogue and learn everything I can about those guys. And that's always been the way with BioWare games. Back to KOTOR is exactly the same. I wanted to learn everything I could about those characters. And my character, not so, you know, I don't really care. I cared, I guess, more about Revan than I cared about Shepard, because that was a much more intriguing twist in the story. There is no real twist so much in Shepard's thing, you know. From like 5 minutes into the game, Shepard is this obvious storytelling device and chosen one because of interaction with the Prothean artifact. And that's all that makes Shepard special. That's the only thing. You touched a stick.
The Link and Zelda effect.
Yeah, you know, you touched the stick, and now you're special hero for 3 games. And that's just how it is. I mean, for fuck's sake, you're not even a Spectre, you know, doing most of Mass Effect 2. It's like, you're not even special that way. It's like, fuck, you know, Spectre status? Nah, you're dead, you can't be a Spectre. But there's one other thing I want to ask, actually, and maybe you can answer this, Jesse, because before they started the game, or before they released Mass Effect 3, and this was a while ago, they made certain promises about the idea that if you play Mass Effect 2 really badly, spoiler warning for anyone that hasn't played Mass Effect 2, please tune out for the next couple of minutes. Done. Shepard could die at the end of Mass Effect 2 if you fucked up really hardcore, yeah? Like, the suicide mission, you could get Shepard killed. It was pretty hard, but you could do it. Yep. And they said that they would be, you know, if that is the case in your saved file, then they would find a way around that. Did they? Or did they just retcon that shit?
Oh, I have no clue. No, because I don't think many people actually did that. So I have no clue.
You could
I
die.
Don't know.
I mean, you could basically just fall. You could, you know, the last bit where you jump into the Normandy to escape the collector station, you could just fall like a klutz, like, screw this, and kind of like, fly, you fools, kind of thing. You know, except nobody is alive by the end of that to actually say it with.
Good.
Yeah? So it's just Joker, and Joker is the guy that reports to Elusive Man at the end of that when Shepard dies. So it's like, where does that go? What's the resolution? How do they fix that problem? I have to wonder.
It was a dream. It was all a dream. He wakes up. Yeah, it was a dream.
Yeah, I really don't know.
I have no clue.
Yeah, but
I'm sure they would have found a way to work around that.
I mean, also, like, Jesse, this is supposed to be a minor spoiler as well. Jesse, does the ending of Mass Effect 2, where you make basically one of two choices. Either you basically blow up the Reaper array, whatever, the Collector's thing, or you give it to Cerberus. Does that affect the game in any respect? Because you're being attacked by fucking Cerberus guys, right?
Yes, it does. I don't want to spoil, but I'll say yes.
All right, it's important.
I'll say
right, good. At least they didn't screw that up. That's good.
Well, and I think there's and I can't confirm this since I don't have a Mass Effect 1 save file, but I think there's a lot of things from that game as well that affect Mass Effect 2.
I'm told you can't import a save from Mass Effect 2 if you died. You can't do it. That's their workworkaround. They just don't let you import it. Well, you're fucked, guys, if you chose to do that. Congrats, just do the game again. Great job.
Aww.
Yeah, you have to get your Gib save editor out and edit in Shepard lives, and then you'll be fine. Yeah. Well, that nicely wraps up that set. So there is one last thing we do need to do, but we are going to take a very quick break before we do that. This podcast is once again overrunning massively. The last thing we need to do is to run through the spotlights from the Game Station for this week, and then, of course, we'll tell you what we're doing over the next week, and we'll round off the show. So a quick break, folks, and when we come back, final part. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Game Station podcast, and...
Hi!
Yes, greetings.
I'm looking at shirts. Someone already made a Juice shirt, which I think is hilarious.
Yeah,
it's $3,500, which is a lot of money, asshole.
Rip-off bastards. Not only do they steal the phrase, but they then try and charge you $35 for it. Yeah, Zazzle's like... Zazzle's pretty much, you can steal anyone's stuff, and yeah, whatever, it doesn't really matter.
But that's amazing. Best fans ever. Hands down.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
best fans ever, and a bunch of bastards for trying to sell it for $35. All right. Final part of the show, ladies and gentlemen, where we highlight some of our brothers in arms, or indeed sisters in arms, from the Game Station Network. Jesse, start us off. What did you pick this week?
This week, I have picked the. I did it in honor of Simon joining us. It's a Minecraft video by You Always Win, and I thought it was kind of because people have been asking me to do this a long time, and I'm sure it's been. You idiot. For me? A video? For me? Oh, you shouldn't have, Jessica. You shouldn't have.
I can't.
It's Survivor
I
Minecraft.
can't.
I got
forgive
nothing.
you.
I'm just gonna play the damn video.
Play the video.
Do it.
Roll VT.
Do it.
Inspired by the CBS reality TV show Survivor, You Always Win is proud to present a truly interactive experience, where subscribers are the contestants and every viewer controls the final outcome. Set in the amazingly versatile world of Minecraft, subscribers will compete against each other. In the end, only 2 will remain. The viewers' votes will decide the ultimate winner. The incredible grand prize provided by Asus North America, the official sponsor for SurvivorCraft. Join us on the most amazing community-driven adventure just for gamers. Stay tuned to You Always Win for details on how you can apply to be on the show.
You know, for Minecraft, that sounded really important. It says the voiceover for that makes it sound like the most world-defining thing ever. It really does.
I think people have done it before, but I just like the fact that they were allowing fan interaction with it, because I don't think that part, I don't know, though. But I thought that was kind of neat. I was like, that's cool. Plus, it was like a trailer. So I was like, there you go. Concise. Something that we need on this podcast desperately.
Yeah, it sounds like
Oh,
Guns for
yeah.
Hire because it is Guns for Hire. You Always Win is his channel now. He actually left Next Gen Tactics because he wanted to do, I guess, Minecraft stuff and things like
Is
that.
it?
So, yeah,
I
he's not
didn't
part
even
of
know
FTG
that.
anymore. Yep.
A dog guns. All right, cool. I didn't know that. Or didn't I? Wait, or did I? Shut up, Doctor.
You didn't know that. You were talking out of your ass. But yes, it's Minecraft, which means by default I don't care about it in any respect.
Wow.
Well,
True, man.
Just wow. But it's the best thing ever in games.
Don't even get me started. I had someone claim, he's like, I am unsubscribing from you because you will not cover the best game of this generation, which is Diablo 3. It's like, so
Well, that's fair enough.
he was fuck that. Is it fair enough? These people are nuts. Like I hate fanboys. In fact, we are currently polling for one of 2 t-shirt designs for our All Fanboys Must Die range, which is looking pretty interesting. Facebook.com/CynicalBrit if you want to have a look at the designs. They're very cool. One has a skull on it. It's pretty fucking metal. So,
Dear angry fanboys of TB, I am more than willing to take you in and give you a nice home.
dear stupid
You need
fanboys
coverage
of
of gaming that
TP,
is complete shit.
go there. You know, Jesse, you can have them. You can have them.
loving home.
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
need someone to caress you at night and provide you with gaming information that may or may not be legit? I'll do that for you. Do you need someone to read you books that were published 15 years ago in the Choose Your Own Adventure format? I'll do that for you, baby. Don't worry. Come on over, OMFG Cata.
Yes.
This is like the shittest dating video ever. Wow.
I like
It's very similar to dating videos. We've got a very, very
on the
blurry camera
Yeah.
from Jesse, and
Well, you're trying to seduce somebody either way, right? So
I should
Hello,
have been picking my nose for that. So, I like long walks
That's
on the
creepy.
beach when I...
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Yup.
But, yeah, I mean, the fan interaction
Gross.
thing's an interesting
What am I
concept.
doing? Last day on the internet.
Because the question is, will it work? I mean, is involving fans and things sounds like a great idea until you realize what fans actually are. And most of them are dumb. And they have a tendency of mucking things up. There was a suggestion, for instance, when we had our 3-person show. It's like, why don't you bring a random fan on to be the 4th guy? Like, because there's no logical reason to ever do that. It's like, there's a reason why, like, viewers watch our channels and don't watch themselves or whatever, or their friends. Because we do this on a daily basis, and we're okay at it, I guess. Whereas,
Pros.
well, we are technically
Medium.
professional at this, which means that we've got a plan, we have the equipment and the experience to make something that's at least okay, But your average random guy, probably not so much. Your average random guy with a $5 headset from Walmart or whatever, and a
You're like
terrible
breaking
webcam
people's
like Jesse.
hearts and like you're dashing their dreams on the
That's
rocks
what he does.
I'm
below
totally,
the cliff of reality.
totally all right with that. That's nice. They'll grow up to be much better people.
Well, Minecraft stuff, like, is so community-based anyway. Like, either way, you're interacting with somebody and trying to get their assistance in, creating your content. So, I mean, I have no idea how they're going to go about making SurvivorCraft or how they're going to keep it fair.
It's an
or
interesting,
anything
it's
like
an
that,
interesting
but-
idea, certainly, and I think that they'll probably pull it off because what they seem to have a good idea in mind, and obviously it's based on something that already exists. The whole Survivor thing is so they obviously have a rule set in mind, and if they can stick to it, great. Yeah, definitely involve the community. I think the problem is when you call for too much community interaction and you don't properly define the boundaries of it, and it becomes a complete clusterfuck. It does, and it's not good. But with something like Minecraft, yeah, it could work. I'm intrigued to see how it turns out.
Wow. It's quite a diplomatic response from you, TB. That's
What's
quite
Considering it's
you,
Minecraft,
Simon?
that's basically the
Yeah.
nicest thing I've ever said. So,
That's amazing. Blimey.
well, at the end of the day, it's Guns for Hire who's made good stuff for ages. I watch his gun shop videos, and they're awesome. And we had him on the podcast show one, and he was great. He's a very opinionated guy. I don't agree with him on everything by any stretch of the imagination, but that's good.
No.
You don't want to agree
You're both
with
very
everything.
opinionated people.
Exactly.
So
It's really boring if you agree with everything everyone says. And also, it makes you a bit of a... It makes you a sponge, in my opinion. Basically, a sponge. Or it makes you ramen noodles. Like, it takes on the flavor of whatever
ramen
is there.
noodles are
Or
great.
instant mashed potato. That's what you are. You are the intellectual equivalent of instant mashed potato.
Great.
You take on
Good
the
point,
flavor of
TB.
whatever's on the plate. And you have no flavor of your own. That sucks. You should never be like that in life. TB's life tips.
That's
Don't be instant mashed
absolutely
potato.
correct.
True story.
I'm 100% behind you on that.
Dodger,
Being ramen noodles right
What do
now.
you have?
Yes. Okay, so my person is he's a friend of mine. So, but JonTron Show, he's great. He does video reviews of games and top 10s that are very
Yep.
comedic, and he puts
Yep.
a lot of effort into them. There's a lot to them.
There's a
and
parrot
I just
involved
think
in that,
he's
isn't there?
hilarious.
He's got some like
He has a
bird.
parrot. Yes, he has his bird Jacques, who I have met in real life, and he is very sweet. And I don't know, his videos are very entertaining. I think that they're hilarious. So I think the more people go to him, the better.
Okay, and which one are we about to see?
Oh, we're about to see his review of the Home Improvement game.
Oh dear God. Let's take a look.
Whoa.
Okay. Yes.
JonTron.
Man, look at all these games. They just don't make them like Cool Spot anymore. If only they knew my yearning for a real game. A game based off something terrible and from the 90s and starring Tim Allen. That's the one I want. If only. They would make a home improvement video game.
Nope.
Home Improvement. Oh, the memories just come flooding back. It was a television sitcom back in the 90s that started the Oscar-gobbling career of Tim Allen and surprisingly the television career of Pamela Anderson. What? That's what I said. It was, a show. One of those concoctions of the 90s moral culture and family-centric importance. Like most shows of this caliber, the cheesy level was somewhere between Family Matters and Full House. If you go past Full House, I seriously think you just disappear into the void. Uncharted territory. Look. Aside, the main point is, they made a game out of this? Like, really? I understand.
Yes. I gotta say,
Amazing.
I
It's
really,
amazing.
I like his style. Like his pacing is really, really good, and his presentation is awesome. He puts a lot of there's a lot of sarcasm and obviously a lot of bite behind his words, which I can definitely appreciate. And the way that he scripted his review and actually put it together it's great. There's no filler there. It's not bullshit. It's all good material, and it's obviously had a lot of work put into it. So. Yeah, I have watched some of his stuff before. A lot of his top 10s, for instance, I have seen, and they are very, very good. I also watched his Indivisible show.
To get better.
That wasn't, but everyone makes mistakes. I know.
Yeah, Indivisible was a thing. No,
I
maybe
don't
shouldn't have been
classify it as a thing. I don't classify it as a thing.
It wasn't a thing.
No, it wasn't a thing. But the rest of his stuff is really good, and you should probably check it out.
Cool. That was cool.
It was a cool thing.
I've never seen Home Improvement, so I don't know what I'm missing.
It was all that, basically.
That was it?
Like half an hour.
Oh.
Basically the show. Yeah.
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas, whatever that little
Who?
boy's name was.
Yeah, JTT was one of his kids. I forgot about
You know
that.
that boy who was
My
famous for a
God.
little bit and then
What?
not anymore because he grew up and was no longer cute.
Macaulay Culkin?
I like how I just called a little boy
Just
cute.
all-
Last day
Yep.
on the internet.
There you go.
Apparently.
There we
Toys
go.
R Jesse's working there.
Toys R Us. They'll kidnap your kids.
Don't know.
Take a seat.
I need to take a seat right over there. But
Play
yes,
some lemonade. Play some lemonade.
yep. Nothing but praise John Tron in that respect, so you should have a look at what he's got. He's got a nice mix. He does tend to focus pretty much on retro, which is good. So
Retro.
retro. Yeah, I screwed that up completely. Didn't I? It's like I'm tired, so like my mouth isn't bothering anymore. So it's like it's like I was chewing
All that
on
vodka you've
marbles.
been drinking.
So retro games, which is nice. There are some retro channels on TGS, not a huge number, and I think less that
One
do
of
it
them-
as well as.
One of them is Rinri. She hasn't made videos in months
Rinri,
because she
why
just
did
had
you not make
babby.
videos?
She just had
Who?
a babby. She preggers.
No excuse. No excuse. No
Sorry.
excuse.
Sorry.
Plop
So
that
sorry.
baby out and get back to work. Rinri,
It's
plop that baby out and get back to work. We don't have
It's
time
already
to
popped
rear
out.
your children.
wait. Okay, the baby's name is Harley Quinn.
Wow.
No,
I died of cute. No,
I
it's
refuse
adorable.
to judge, but that you're a cruel
Yeah, all right.
person.
When the three guys in the room are like, whoa, hold up, hold the phone. We don't want to judge on names because, yeah, my name's Jesse, so I'm not going to judge someone's name, but I'm going to judge someone's name and say that's a little much. A little much.
John and Simon give no fucks right now. Precisely zero.
So cute. Anyway, she does retro games, and she should start making videos again. Rinri, get on it, and she has a babby. That's all that I wanted to say.
Well, there you go. Which has very little to do with John Tron. Alright, I want to bring my video up, and then I'm going to have to bring Simon's video up, which is going to be, this is going to be a bit ghetto on the fly, because I got this video a couple of minutes before the show, and
Simon's video
couldn't
is
quite,
ghetto?
no, and couldn't quite get the download finished in time, so
What up, Simon?
I'm just going to have to do some production stuff live, which always goes well. So,
Oh, okay.
but But we will start with Simon's video. No, not Simon's video. My video. Now, this is from a recently partnered channel with TGS called Tales of Lumen. And they don't have a lot of subscribers. And the guy who does it, it's very news-orientated. He's got some, like, LP stuff, like, garbage here and there. But his really good stuff is his news.
Way to sell it.
He did a show called StarCraft Pulse for the longest time. I think he still does it. And this one's actually a set of Guild Wars news. And it reminds me kind of how I did Azeroth Daily, only he does it better. And he's got great mic. He's got a great speaking voice. What country is he from? Damn, I can't remember. He may be from South Africa, actually. I'm gonna have to double. Yeah, because his name is Miton. I'm gonna have to check specifically. I want to know where he's from, and probably someone may be able to recognize the accent. But the accent's a bit odd, but it's very easy to understand, in my opinion. I think he's got a really good speaking voice, and as a result, it's definitely worth having a look at. So I'm gonna play his a bit of his Guild Wars 2 news update right now.
You're watching Pulse for the 16th of March, and it is once again time for some Guild Wars 2 news. In this week's episode, we take a look at the recently revealed Guild Wars 2 pre-purchase details, the thank you email and video sent out by NCSoft and ArenaNet to everyone that signed up for the beta, John Peters' blog post on traits and attributes, and more. Let's get straight to the news. First up, what is no doubt the biggest news of the week. Starting April the 10th, players can secure their Guild Wars 2 Limited Collector's Edition, Digital Edition or Digital Deluxe copy by pre-purchasing the entire game at buy.guildwars2.com or at select retailers. A lot of information has already been given to us about what we'll receive when we order the different versions of Guild Wars 2, and the biggest deal by far is that players who pre-purchase any edition of the game will have guaranteed entry into all beta weekend events, a 3-day head start when the final game launches, and the Heroes Band in-game item. The last one mentioned there, that in-game item, perhaps not such a big deal, but the two that came before it, absolutely amazing, and I would say a good enough reason to pre-purchase Guild Wars 2 come April the 10th. I must mention though that this will only give you beta access to all the beta events coming after April the 10th. The one that ArenaNet mentioned was coming at the end of March is obviously not included in this deal. But now let's move.
Yeah, so there's a quick look at a part of that video there from Tales of Lumen, and just, straight up news, and presented in a concise and clean manner, and that's good. It's nice to have a channel that just does that, and he does that on a variety of different games. I'm pretty sure he's done it on Diablo, he's done it in Guild Wars as well. So, yeah, I think everyone seems to believe that it is South African, basically it's Cape Town accent.
South African, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. And that's always an interesting accent, I feel, but I find that really easy to listen to. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Though it's just good.
Oh yeah, there's no like confusion at all listening to it at all.
Yeah.
At all.
It's kind of got an Aussie tinge to it. It's obviously not Australian, but it is very easy to speak to and to listen to, in fact. So he doesn't have a lot of subscribers, which is unfortunate, and it would be nice if people paid attention to him, because I think when it comes to news, he does it better than most, honestly. He really does.
Mm-hmm.
Good way to start.
Yeah. I like him.
Are you... is your room on fire? Because there's this orange glow going on.
My room?
Yes.
I think it's because I opened up your Twitch channel and your background is red.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
if I minimize it.
Right.
Is that better? I still look kind of like I might be on fire.
You
What
may
is
be
that?
on fire. What?
It's the Journey screen.
Oh, it's
It's
Journey.
the desert Journey screen.
Amazing.
You've had that on for the last 3.5 hours, man. I did. I'll actually, all credit to it. When I beat that game, I did leave like the screen on for hours because it's a very nice screen. It's got some really nice ambience to it.
It's so pretty, and when
I'm
you
really
when you
lazy.
hit pause or when you meditate, it just goes through like these beautiful screenshots of the game. So I'm just like, so pretty.
Yep. But that channel is
Anywho.
Tales of Lumin, which is Tales of Lumin. Is the spelling to get to that. And of course, if you're watching the VOD, everything is below in the description. So you can go and check out the video and that channel. Alright, so, Simon. as I have to go through.
Hello.
We're going to see some live production nonsense in the process here, as I have to
Oh,
frantically
God.
load your video in and properly configure the sound levels and the aspect ratio. And I'm going to have to do that all in about 2 seconds. So, Simon, tell us about this video.
It's totally my fault because I picked this dumb video.
That's
by
17 minutes long.
Sips and Sejin. It's two guys that have a sort of bromance relationship going on that play Minecraft together.
Okay.
And I think it's good for a lot of our subscribers. They sort of miss the old days of me playing the game normally with Lewis, and I think this sort of brings that back to basics sort of gameplay. So and they have such a beautiful chemistry together. There's a strong sort of melding of these two beautiful men.
Sounds
together.
like an entirely unique concept that has never been done before. So I'm gonna load this in. You're gonna see a black screen for a second while I sort this out, and then hopefully we'll get a clip that doesn't completely break everything. God, can I pull this off? And I'll hopefully not deafen people either. So here we go.
Hi everybody, we're back. Episode 15. Ashin.
Oh yeah.
Crossed.
Oh man. Okay. Look, we got some wheat. We've got some wheat, so we need to get some cows into the field. That's the job today. You up for that?
Can you tell if this stuff's grown? I'm not. Oh, did you get it?
Oh.
Have you got it? Oh.
Oh my God. He's all over me. It's okay. Charlene needed she needed some action. She was desperate.
She
for
saw
some
some.
action.
She saw some.
Yeah.
So is that coming out as wheat or seeds? Are you getting wheat?
No, I think it's just seeds. Oh, that's a shame. Too soon.
Oh,
It's too soon. I
You
screwed it all up.
Prematurely whacked the seeds. That's
Yeah.
dear. This stuff is growing though. This stuff's growing.
Yeah, I know. Look at it. It's like a botanical garden. Oh, we should put up some glass panes and make like a greenhouse. You know,
Oh
for
yeah.
the winter. Oh God, that's a great idea. I guess we need to wait for this to grow before we can get some cows. So let's start building that barn. I guess we need some wood and some axes. I've got one axe.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll go
Now, sadly, the video did go out of sync with the audio, though. I'm not really sure why that happened. But
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure that's not their fault. I'm pretty sure XSplit just got updated, so it broke most things again. So that's probably why. That has actually happened there. But yeah, Minecraft.
Ruined the video.
I
Totally
completely
ruined.
ruined it. It's my fault. You should really go watch the whole thing on their channel instead, which is what's the name of the channel?
I don't bloody know. I have no idea. I have no idea.
You love them so very much, don't
I guess it's on Sips' channel, which is YOGCAST Sips.
you? SIPS, yeah.
YOGCAST SIPS.
There you go.
And I think it's not about the originality, although they do some.
It definitely
unique,
doesn't have any of
weird
that.
things. Oh, TB, you're breaking my heart here, man. You're busting my melons. It's more
I
about.
love
it's more
busting
about
those
the
melons.
chemistry. It's more about the chemistry of the people who are playing, and as you watch it, you feel like you're part of something, and that you're, engaging in this adventure with those two, and that's sort of the strength behind these sort of gameplay videos. It's a shared experience with the viewer.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
That is creepy. Not.
Very funny. Very funny.
Whoa!
guys.
What the?
Whoa.
Did you switch me
what
up?
happened?
No, it's we've done it for too long. Apparently, there's a 4-hour limit on group video calls.
Wow.
I love Simon. Simon's picture looks very scolding.
Balls.
What did you do? What
Wait, can't we all
did
just
you
click the
do?
turn on video
We
thing?
could, yeah, let's try it. Okay, click the turn on video.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't got YOGCAST back yet. Simon. Oh Jesus.
All right. We're good. Yes. Okay.
Why did you do that? Ugh.
No.
Even
Everybody.
Skype wants us to stop.
Stop,
Skype
yeah,
is like, just
yeah.
end.
We're pretty much done with it. All right, so yes, the description, links, and all the good stuff is in the description below this video if you're watching the VOD.
Yeah.
If you are listening to the podcast on iTunes, please do go head over to the actual VOD on youtube.com/thegamestation if you want to check this stuff. But the final thing we need to do before we round off this absurdly long show is to tell you what we're doing this week. So, Dodger, start us off.
Got news Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm playing Dead Space. I'm maybe one of the worst Dead Space players in the world, so check that out. And that's my plans. That's my plans for the week. So if either of those sound good, it's gonna be good times.
Jesse, when are we seeing Fahrenheit videos? Tell me.
This week, Fahrenheit videos this week.
Yes.
We're going to. I'm not going to say what day. You have to check every single day to find it. And then there'll be other things up in that time. So watch those instead.
Yeah.
And I will be over at TGS filming some stuff this week that will end up on this station thing you're watching right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a bunch of other things. Like you should go to just the OMFG Cattle channel in general. What's it called? The OMFG Cata channel in general.
You're
Thank
so
you,
good at
English,
this.
for helping. Yeah, I know. I'm a horrible, worst self-promotion ever. Go there.
You got this
and
one opportunity. You had to do one thing, Jesse, and you screwed it.
whenever I get that book, I will bring that series, but I'll wait until this podcast is up so it makes sense.
Yeah.
So people going there will be like, "What the hell is this?" I already ordered the book; it's coming. And
I'm pretty sure it's also so
Twitter.
old that they don't care about the blatant copyright infringement either. So just go for it.
No one's gonna care.
Do it.
Jesse
Do
Cox
it.
on Twitter. Boop, go there. Also, continue writing your creepy TotalBiscuit Jesse /fiction.
Don't do that.
It is so freaking hilarious. I'm not joking. Okay, hold on. We've reached a whole new level of creepy. So this week people think
The mental image. The mental image.
No.
Just...
Not only is there fiction and writing, but there's also images and all sorts of stuff. And let me tell you this right now. People are like, I think Jesse's mad about this. No. Give me more. It is amazing. I have always said the only thing missing are tentacles. Tentacles and Warcraft females. If you put them in there, that'd be great. So here's the thing. Like throw Jaina Proudmore in, that'd be great. But here's the thing. Here's what's changed. No, shut up. No, you can't puke yet. I have to say the best part. So apparently, because TotalBiscuit and Jesse /fiction art wasn't good enough, now there's TotalBiscuit and Jesse as women fiction and fan art. So apparently,
Oh my god, where do I find this? Where is this? No, seriously, where is this?
On the internet. It is amazing. There's like 3 websites I know of at least devoted to it. DeviantArt has a few. I'm letting you know. Don't go there unless you're prepared to be horrified.
Deviant is the operative word.
It's not like, oh look, they're hugging. It's like, oh my god, what is going on here?
I have this bag of this empty bag of Pom Bears, and I'm gonna suffocate myself in this thing to escape from this bullshit. That just sounds good. Pom Bears are goddamn delicious. Simon knows about Pom Bears, surely.
Yeah, Pom Bears. Love them.
Damn right.
I've never heard of them.
Pom
Are they the
Bears.
little... yeah, I think they're a bit like quavers, aren't they?
Yes,
But
they're a bit
bear
like
shaped,
quavers.
And there's tomato sauce flavored ones.
What is a quaver? You can't,
They don't know about quavers, man.
Yes, they're quite like quavers.
They don't know about quavers.
Oh, yeah.
The ignorant
like
colonials
I
don't
talked
know
about,
about quavers.
No.
One might say that would be a shameful display. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Greatest game line ever. OMFG Cata, Jesse Cox on Twitter, OMFG Cata on Twitter. We have OMF on Facebook, and Jesse Cox also on the Facebook. Look up Jesse Lewis Cox on the Facebook. Also, in the future, we're going to be doing vlogs and different things every Friday. We're going to have Fan Fridays, where you decide what the hell happens. It'll be crazy. It'll be so much fun. And then By the way, it's my last day on the internet, so none of that is ever going to happen. Talk to you guys later.
Wow.
Yes. Yep.
Simon, what are
Also,
you guys up to?
tunagaming.com.
What are you up to?
And
tunagaming.com.
we need zombieracing.com. Zombieracing.com and tunagaming.com. Get on the internet. Go.
Yeah. Wow.
Simon, what are you up
So
to?
what am I doing? Well, we're we're all like moving home and setting up an office, so things are totally and utterly chaotic at the
Yep.
moment. I should be moving on Friday, but I'm not entirely 100% certain that I am.
Right.
And yeah, Friday isn't far away, so I'm not sure where I'm going to be living in a week's time.
I have
Times.
boxes you can lay
Yeah.
on, bro. I got like 4 or 5 boxes over here. Just come on. Get over here, buddy.
Not
Get
playing.
over here.
We got you covered.
Sit on
So many
bin.
couches.
I got
Sit on
like
a comfy
12
bin.
boxes for you, man.
Oh my god. So we have Hannah's done a ton of videos. We've got YOG trailers going up on YOGCAST 2. We've recorded a bunch of. I can't even remember what we've been recording. I think there's some more Diablo to go up. I've got a folder full of videos to upload. Maybe I should just look in there and see what there actually is.
Sounds like a plan.
Another
Probably a good idea.
RTH video is going to go up, like the Korean MMO, and we got 2 more Diablo going up. And there's a whole bunch of Minecraft that we've spent like far too long doing editing and stuff for. So there's some like epic maps that are eventually going to go up on the channel.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes so fucking long to make these videos. Jesus. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff. And of course there's Sips and Sijin to watch if you want your fix of Minecraft.
Yep.
Thumbs up.
Sips. Subscribe today. Get a free t-shirt. Asterisk. You may not receive a free t-shirt. There
Just
you
as
go.
a prior warning. You will receive it,
covered
but
me.
Sips has to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because he is a horrendous fanboy, after all. As we know.
Oh no.
Alright.
And TB loves fanboys.
Yep.
All fanboys must die. What am I doing?
Harsh.
Alright.
What
So,
about girls who are fans?
I said all
Fangirls.
fanboys must die. I was very specific.
Girls
Isn't that
So you're
are
cool with
cool.
fan girls.
No, they're
Girls
good
are
fuck ups
cool.
as well.
Boys better.
Not so much.
No,
Yeah.
they're equally terrible. Anyway, so what am I doing? Tomorrow I'm doing a live stream event. I am playing Asura's Wrath from start to finish, hopefully anyway. It's supposed to be about a 6-hour game. It's also supposed to be batshit crazy. I was supposed to be trying to do this last week, but my capture card hadn't arrived. It has now. I now have an AvaMedia game broadcast. A very important distinction, by the way. These are completely different things. Game Broadcaster HD, which is an internal card. It's specifically designed for streaming, and it's very good. Those of you who had the opportunity, I did a random stream of SSX last night, and it came out beautifully. I've done streams of Guardian Heroes a little bit, and Trenched as well, Iron Brigade. And they look awesome. So I'm doing Asura's Wrath tomorrow, hopefully from start to finish. 6-hour game, and it's supposed to be batshit, and I'm looking forward to every single last minute of it. And that is not going to be on the YouTube channel because I think it's too terrible to put up there because live commentary crap is shit. So I might do a highlights video maybe, but it's all going to be on Twitch TV's VOD system. So if you do miss it and you don't see the live stream, you can watch the VOD on Twitch. But otherwise, I'll do a little highlights reel of the best bits, I guess, at some point. What else am I doing? So, am I allowed to say this? I don't care. My PR guy's asleep. There is, as you've probably figured out from like Guild Wars Insider and a wide variety of different places, there is another media beta this weekend. And yeah, but everyone knows this now anyway because I've had about 5,000.
Doesn't it say in the email we're not allowed to discuss it?
Everyone knows about it, so.
Okay.
But all I will say is there's another media beta happening this weekend. It's simple as that. So, may or may not be involved in it, but it's happening. Aside from that, I do still have a lot of Guild Wars footage I need to go with, and we're working on the hard mode dungeon video. which is really goddamn difficult and causes a lot of dying and screaming. So yeah, the explorable mode dungeon video is in progress, but it's like 3.5 hours of footage that we're trying to condense to 20 minutes. It's taking forever. So we'll eventually get that done. We've still got a few other bits of footage. We've got 6 hours of World vs. World, and I have no idea what to do with it. So it'll probably just like be a one video on World vs. World that we'll say, this is what it is. And that's it. Aside from that, looking at which games are coming out. WTF is coming out of a few. Fall of the Samurai is supposed to be coming out in about 5 days, I think, for Total War. I may have a look at that, possibly. Jesse may want me to shut up, but I don't care, because I've been wanting him to shut up for the last 3.5 hours, so this is my time.
What? I didn't say anything! I've just been sitting right here, completely quiet!
Don't worry, it's the guys in the chat that are getting into trouble, so you go and shout at them. As simple as that. There's a game called Yesterday that's coming out quite soon. I might have a look at that too. And Gettysburg Armored Warfare, which in itself sounds rather amusing, I have to say. Gettysburg Armored Warfare. I'd like to point out that one of these guys has a minigun. A minigun. That things have got a little bit crazy in the American Civil War, it seems. So it's apparently a combination of real-time strategy and third-person shooter gameplay. And there are miniguns and what looks to be some kind of tank. Is that an airship? Yes, it is. I want this game. I want it inside me. So we're going to have a look at that.
Quotes.
Yeah. So that's definitely a quote. So there'll be a couple of things like that. Aside from that, mailbox. And I actually might do a Tribes commentary. I filmed a really good game earlier that went incredibly well. And as such, I want to show off. So I might do a Tribes commentary. Because, hey, why not? And Tribes is awesome. And one last thing is I will not be here. Annoyingly enough, I will not be here Thursday evening and Friday because I am going down to the American Embassy in London to have my appointment for, hopefully, my visa, which means I'm coming to work in the US, hopefully, in April. April 4th.
Yeah.
I'm basically
around April 1st is when he's...
Yeah. Basically, I'm doing commentary for IPL, which most of you know, and also getting involved in IPL Fight Club, IPL Team Arena, and some of the studio stuff. So I'm hopefully going to be okay with that. But this interview appointment thing's supposed to be really harsh, like 3 hours of horrendous grilling and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But hopefully that means that I'll be emigrating for a while to the US. It won't really affect the video schedule. Pretty much. I mean, obviously there'll be a couple of days where I can't do videos, but otherwise I'll be right on schedule. Everything will be as normal, but I'll be working from the United States for a while. That's the hope anyway, assuming everything goes well. And I think that pretty much covers it. So,
can we do a series called The Cynical Brit Abroad, where I take you around to places around America and make you do American things, like eat a donut with a hamburger in the middle of it?
I think
yes.
the last...
It's done. Shut up, TB. It's done. It's done. Already happening. It's done. It's done. The fans demand it. I don't even need to see chat to know that. The fans demand it. I can take you around and show you American things. Done. Done. No. Double at you. Double. It's a triangle of shut the hell up. Too late, bro. It's happening. I know you want to masturbate me. We'll do that afterwards. It's happening.
Jesus
it's happening.
Wow. You've been reading far too much of that fanfic.
So
all right.
It's my last day on the internet.
Speaking
my last
of
day.
which,
what the hell do I care?
When I typed it into DeviantArt, I need you guys to know that I wound up in this weird vortex of My Little Pony TotalBiscuits, and I linked them all in the Skype chat. So one of them isn't a My Little Pony.
There's so many. How are there so many?
TotalBiscuit has a My Little Pony.
Fucking
apparently it's a
bronies.
thing.
What a joke.
It's a thing.
Alright.
You guys to know.
We're done. Check us out on Twitter at TotalBiscuit, at OMFGCatter, at Simon Honeydew. You're now on Twitter, Simon. You have your own.
Yeah.
So, yep, you can follow Simon Honeydew and
At Jesse Cox as well.
Jesse Cox. Yep. At Cynical Brit if you want just my announcements and not all of the other bullshit that gets me in trouble. And for Todger, I believe it's at Dex Bonus, if I recall correctly.
at DexBonus, at Heart2Continue with a 2.
Yes. That's us on
That's
Twitter.
mine.
That's us done with this podcast. Thank you very much for watching. If you missed any of this show, then you can catch it again on the VOD. The VOD is generally scheduled to go up on Mondays. That's when it
You
goes
didn't
on.
miss much.
Yep. We're done. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Good
I'll be
night.
replaced next week. See ya.
That's fine. That
That's it.
means he's not talking.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with this. What else have we
Candy
got?
is so fucking hot. Oh,
Wait a minute. I thought you'd eaten the candy before. Did you not?
it tastes like burning.
Oh, so you hadn't had any.
Maybe it's been poisoned. Maybe a fan of yours has poisoned you.
It's unreasonable.
Now remember, this is just stage 1. There's 2 more stages to come.